Where's the...
Oh, what happened?
Okay, somebody add the whales.
Okay, I'm gonna open it now again.
Screenshot.
Oh boy.
Lang.
There you go.
Fuck nuts.
I think this is the entire podcast. Carlos
Yes.
opening keys and for 2 hours.
Fuck you guys.
I got a pistol.
Oh, what pistol? What pistol?
Glock 18.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said I
the-
got a piss
Perfect.
though.
Muerto skin?
It's not a purple one, it's a blue one. I'm done.
Wait, it could be more expensive since it's a handgun.
Hello.
Oh, really?
Save us,
Hello?
Will. Save this
Probably,
show.
What's the
Save
skin? What's the
it.
skin?
I don't, hold on.
Oh no.
Hey everybody, this is the TMG podcast. This is episode 75. This is what, March 22?
Yep.
On a
March
Sunday,
22.
we are back in Skype land, so pray that there's no lag. But this is a podcast about everything video games. This is Carlos, and with me is Will.
Hello.
Hello, and
Hello.
Migs.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
You I tried to change it up, and apparently something
You got me. Sorry.
Migs from Noobs and Cubes is here.
Hello.
And then we have, of course, the normal one, the original, Miggy.
Hi there. How's everyone?
Yeah, how's everybody? It's actually a fast week.
I'm having
Literally a fast
technical
week.
problems, but yeah, other than that, all good.
I actually still remember the time when we actually gathered up just to play video games like a couple of days ago. But it was a week ago.
It didn't feel like a week ago.
It was shit. I don't know about you guys, but literally my week was really... it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Not too sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, actually. This week, though, two big things happened, which we'll talk about in the second half. For one, Kojima, Konami, not in good terms. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on.
No details actually have come out.
Yeah,
of
no
why that-
details, but we'll talk about that in a bit. We also got some news from Nintendo. They're finally doing something I think everybody believes they should have done a long time ago.
Actually, two big pieces of news. The other one, they also announced sort of their new console alongside the.
What's it called again?
Yeah.
The project
NX.
NX.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big guess. I didn't know. Okay. But yeah, we'll talk about Nintendo again. Thankfully. Who wants to start first with our whole video games part on this podcast? Because I don't want to start with CS:GO.
I can start.
Well, I have a shooter also today to talk about.
Yeah, I don't want to like start up our video game talk with me opening chests and being depressed.
And then it ain't bad. It ain't that bad.
Why? What did you did? I want to hear about what you got. Or
Okay, fine. I'll start it.
Oh, here we go.
I'll start it then. I opened the chest. While I was waiting for you, Will.
Yeah.
Migs was,
Yeah, I was
explaining to
talking
us.
about-
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was talking about getting a weapon skin worth
Yeah.
2,000.
You have to specify the game title
pesos.
first, because the audience doesn't know what we're talking about.
Oh, CS:GO.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was playing CS:GO.
CS:GO. Yes.
Yeah, I was playing CS:GO.
No, Counter-Strike
So I
Global
was
Offensive,
having-
just to be actually
By Valve for the
Like-
PC.
for Steam.
Yeah, and also available on PS3, but not in the Wii U. So yeah, I played Counter Strike. It was a bad day yesterday because we got 2 losses. But yeah, so I tried to open a case and I got this sweet weapon skin, and it's worth around 2,000 pesos. So I just sold it. I sold in the marketplace. Then I got the money just now. And I was sharing it to Carlos. And
so
yeah.
That's the reason why I bought CS:GO.
So he
yeah.
tried to buy.
I tried to get the same fortune as Migs.
Because he was having a bad game.
Bad day, yeah. I had a bad day. I opened a
Day for you.
case. I got something worth 20 pesos. I opened another case that's worth 30 pesos, I think. I don't know what the fuck. In a sense, I got pulled by Gabe really badly. Even like Migs to the point that gave me a case just, I don't know, out of good faith maybe. I think it's what you did.
It's a gift. It's okay.
Yeah.
I also have my bad when it comes to opening cases.
No, I don't know. I don't know why I opened a
always
case. Like I always preach about like how this is pretty stupid, but I just want to try that one chance of at least if I got 2,000 from this stupid ass skin thing, I could buy a game or not. I don't know. Whatever.
Buy several games.
I could buy several games. But no, I only spent 200 pesos. It's not like I spent 1,000 for keys or whatever. I spent only 200 pesos, but I still feel dirty. I still feel really, really dirty for doing it. But I'll just go straight to the game already because CS:GO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I suck. I so suck at that game. And
for someone who hasn't played Counter-Strike in a while, like for someone who played Counter-Strike in the early 2000s, like how different is Go? Because initially my reaction was, oh look, they reskinned Dust and they added a few new weapons. But like as far as the balancing of the game goes, is it more?
It feels like it feels exactly the
better?
same. It feels exactly the same. You, in a sense, if you get hit by a sniper rifle, or rather the Arctic Warfare, rifle, you will die. And if you run and gun, you will die because you're super inaccurate already. To the point that in a sense, I think it's the same. It feels the same. It does the whole mentality of like bunny hopping or like all those weird strategies that we saw before in Counter-Strike. That's already been like fixed, and we don't usually do that now. Now this game feels so team-oriented, really team-oriented, and camping in this game is not a bad thing at all because it's all about positioning. If you can catch someone peeping out while your crosshair is completely like still, you're crouching and you're in perfect accuracy, you're gonna win. I mean, that's you're in a perfect position. That kind of mentality, that kind of gameplay, I don't think you see that often in FPS right now, actually, because it's more run and gun. 3 bullets, the guy's down, and then you respawn and you play again. This one, you go wherever you're supposed to go, whatever position you have to be in for the team, and if you die, you're just have to wait for the round to end, and do it all over again. And it's actually a weird change, especially because when I bought CS:GO, I was playing Titanfall, and Titanfall is more of the Call of Duty kind of style where run and gun, die, spawn. You can be a lone wolf all you want. Here, I don't know. It's a different mechanic. It's something I can't grasp. It really feels like a MOBA. How do I say this? A MOBA
experience?
No, like a difficulty, like a ramp to like get better. Like it's really hard to grasp for someone who just who hasn't played Counter-Strike or hasn't played it in a while. Because I don't know, every single gun feels different. The maps, of course, the dust too feels different. So I have to understand like where the sniper spots are or the corners are, and all that. It's not something you can grasp like after like maybe even after 5 hours of playing it. I still don't understand what the fuck's going on, or why I died, or why that corner was so good for that guy. And then I think the best weapon for me right now I think is the smoke grenade, because it just completely ruins everybody's day whenever someone
smoke
throws
grenades are actually very useful in this game.
Yeah, really
it's
useful.
More useful than the HE grenade. I think the game is more tactical and you
No,
really
it's
got to be
super.
very careful.
Yeah, it's super tactical, and that's why it's kind of frustrating because that's the reason why I don't like MOBA, for example, because you have to communicate with the team in order to succeed. If you succeed without communicating, then good for you, right? Just like, but it's more ideal to communicate with the team if you can, and CS:GO is just like that because it becomes complete chaos, especially if there's someone camping in the corner, or if someone has the bomb, goes all the way to B and then plants it like 10, 20 seconds after, like during the start of the match. Because if you do that, someone will defuse it and then the other team wins already. And then no one's actually defending it. Blah, blah, blah. It's like everybody starts bitching and ranting and getting mad at the guy.
By
You
the
need
way, have you
communication.
already tried competitive mode, or it's just
It's all
casual
casual.
experience?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got turned off when it says that you need to spend an hour playing this match. I'm like, no. Never mind. So I just went casual for a bit. But yeah, it's hard to learn. It's really hard to learn. But for sure, though, it's addicting. I understand what Migs was saying, that once you play it, you're getting sucked in.
yeah.
in this world.
What do you call this? The hunger to be better. You know.
Actually, the hunger to be better is not even there for me. The hunger to kill something is there. Like, I just want to kill something.
The
That's my
satisfaction
hunger.
of just killing someone in the game.
Yeah, because when you get like
This is so hard
0-5,
to
you just
get.
feel you feel so bad for yourself. Like, I'm a horrible person because I didn't contribute to my team. I did.
I think you need to try to go competitive mode, just for once, just to I don't know, just to experience how different it is in the casual setting.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a competitive, it's really 5-on-5, so communication is very important. Everyone's using mics. If nobody uses mics, they do chat communication as thorough as possible. Pero pag wala, everything goes downhill. Like
But
everything.
can't you say that about pretty much any multiplayer team game? Like without any real communication, everything will pretty much go downhill.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna compare it to MOBAs, definitely parang ganun nga. Pero
Well,
I
if
guess,
Call of Duty, I think someone can go run and gun it.
Oh yeah, but that's
Yeah.
Call of Duty though.
Like
that's
if
Call of
you're
Duty.
someone in the corner, hey, someone's camping in the corner. I got an airstrike. I got this. I don't have to go there. This
No, but
one,
in CS, you need communication and you need to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
like, you have to be super accurate. Like,
Like you got to be both working together and really good, because that's kind of the thing.
and when you start getting hit by a machine gun, you really feel like, I can't move. Fuck. I'll just
Yeah, like
die.
you start staggering a bit.
You have to
That's
stagger.
the worst feeling in the world.
I'll try the competitive because in casual play, there's definitely more than 5 people in each team. And
Oh yeah.
they're all kids or children or Singaporeans or Filipinos. I don't know. They're just mixture. It's a mixed bag of like things I can't understand. Like one is screaming on the other team, and the other one is just the other one's talking Chinese. I think I don't know what the hell language he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then,
If you want, Carlos, I'll let
Hold
you
my
join
hand?
in one game. Yeah,
okay.
you do that.
I don't mind if you hold. Help me because it's hard. It's very hard, especially for CS:GO in my system or in my PC. For some reason, it's not the smoothest experience for me. Where when I launch the game, it crashes right off the start. I don't know why.
What?
Or it crashes or it freezes. Either or. I don't know why. I assume that I can take Titanfall, I can take CS:GO. Like even after playing Titanfall, I press CS:GO and it crashes. I feel bad. Like something's wrong. And then I don't know, Migs, do you experience when you're going through the menu, whenever you click something, you hear some like kind of stutter?
I think I experienced it when I was gaming at my old laptop.
Like a lag stutter on the audio, like da 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 da, and then it goes
Yeah,
forward.
parang sakit na kasi yun ng source dati pa eh. Like, I also remember playing Half-Life 2 or Team Fortress 2. Tapos it's also happening on those games. So it's a
Yeah, I'm not
source.
too sure about the network, but it's weird. And but in a nutshell, I'm having some network problems with this game, where I see my ping at least at 50, which is kind of reasonable to play a game. or a shooter.
That's actually quite good for.
Yeah, but
for-
I get spikes. I get jumps. Like all of a sudden, people just like jump forward.
They start
Like,
teleporting
oh,
on
that-
screens.
Yeah, they start teleporting. I don't know. I don't know why. I can't seem to get the reason why.
PLDT.
That is weird.
And then there are also these instances where when I see those teleportation instances happening, for some reason each and every single player or like body starts like spurting out other bodies.
What?
I'm not
Whoa.
kidding. Which makes it even more laggy because like there's like bodies all over. What the fuck is it? I should actually record it.
It's like a Naruto technique.
Yeah, it's like I'm not kidding. Like maybe either 2 or either 3 comes out of the body. And it makes it more laggy because like I hear the bodies just start falling. You're like, I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's very, very weird. I don't understand why I'm so super inaccurate when I run. I don't know why I'm super accurate when I'm
Because you're
standing
running.
still.
Okay.
Yeah, to the point where I used the whole clip. I didn't hit him at all, but I knew I was aiming at him. And then he kills me with a headshot on a pistol because he was standing still.
What gun are you using?
P90.
Are you aiming down?
No, I'm aiming for the chest, at least.
That's why you should aim
it's-
because the recoil
You
will bring the
should,
gun.
yeah, you should aim lower, like below his foot.
Or I should open my eyes when I shoot.
If you're gonna,
I don't know. I'm horrible at that game, I'm telling you. I feel I am still hoping that I get like a higher win rate than my death rate. At
at least
least.
you're not starting on competitive yet. At least casual pa lang yun.
I'm trying to kill the kids,
So-
and I can't do that. I did get to like 3 sniper kills like before we did the cast, and I was kind of happy. And then it lagged.
That's an amazing
Okay.
quote. I'm trying to kill the kids, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
so hard. I'm really trying so hard to kill the kids, and they are kids unless they're so high pitched in their voice. I don't know, but at every match there's always a kid.
Man,
shouting.
puberty's weird.
Puberty is so weird. Puberty in CS:GO does not mix, and it's just really weird. Anyway, yeah, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's not a stress reliever. It's a stress
Giver.
enhancer, maybe.
It's not even a game. It is
It's not a
live.
game. It's a stress enhancer. It's a wallet consumer.
It's a job for some people.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
a question
job
about
for
life
people.
every time you play as well. I don't know. Like whenever I'm like dead, like
It's
20
a
seconds
metaphor.
after we start, I start to think why I'm playing this. And I have to wait for like maybe a minute until someone dies, until everybody dies, and I can play again. So I start to wonder what have I done to deserve this wait. But it's fun.
It's a good
That's
game.
what matters, really.
That's what matters.
I guess I'll rant more of it maybe soon as I get better.
Should we start our own CS:GO series?
I don't know. But when Migs mentioned that they will stop the season once they win a match, that's a big accomplishment, to be honest.
Yeah, now you know how hard it is.
It's godly hard. I mean, like, again, it's just there's so much you have to learn in order to be really good in this game, and then communication is another thing with other, the synergy with other team members was also key. That's why the best thing I can describe is like jumping in like a MOBA game or like Dota 2 for the first time. You have no idea what the hell's going on, like what this item does, or who's my friend on the side, and why is there 3 things. Like there's so much you have to learn. Like you have to get a notebook and start writing down the notes or something. It's really, really hard. But yeah, every now and then I'll play if like the net allows me. And okay, I'm done with my rant. Who wants to take over? I'm done.
Well, I
I did-
played
I-
another shooter this week. I finished off Shadows of Mordor, so I finished the game. I deleted it off my system, and suddenly I had 50 gigs free. So I
Oh
decided,
my god, 50
Was it
gigs.
50 gig? Well, then
Audio files.
not audio files, but it's pretty big. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna go through my backlog.
Titanfall-ish.
And
So how's the game?
I installed Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Wait, how was Shadow of Mordor in the end though? Like you were working on Shadow of Mordor for the longest.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it.
Did you get
Is
the
it worth
DLC?
buying it?
No, I didn't get the DLC. From what I heard the first DLC wasn't that great to begin with, so it wasn't a priority for me. But I got my fill of it, and I played the story to completion. So pretty happy with that.
I'm so like I really want to get Shadows of Mordor, but
You should. It's very good.
I don't know why. I don't know why I skipped that one.
I can buy it now.
Fuck you! It's on. I'm gonna buy a key if you shut up.
I'm sorry.
It's not a good threat. Sorry.
So I deleted that and I installed Warfare, which
Spacey.
is roughly Call of Spacey basically. And I've been playing through the campaign, and I'm enjoying the campaign. I have to say, for all the shit we talk about Call of Duty, they've always had very.
Are you giving them shit, or are you just telling
No.
the actual truth?
I'm just saying, like, for all the shit we give, like, series in general, for being like a yearly franchise and like all that, and like new, the type of players who are drawn to it. I do find that the campaign mode in Call of Duty are generally very entertaining.
Most of the Call of Duty campaigns are like solid. It just that it sucks that they come out every year.
Wait. I'm enjoying the campaign tremendously, but the gameplay is exactly the same as last year, which was exactly the same since.
Did you cross the street like Conan O'Brien?
The first Modern Warfare. Oh, that
I was
part.
actually gonna ask that.
What? I mean, cross the street. I don't get that. I didn't see it.
There's a stage basically that Conan O'Brien did in his Clueless Gamer, where you have to cross the street, a highway basically, with cars going at you.
While dudes are shooting at you.
While dudes are shooting at you from the other side. And, well, I don't want to spoil it. You have to watch what Conan did. But I played through that part. I went through it without any issue. I succeeded, whereas...
Call of Duty has a Frogger stage?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, that's basically it.
Oh, okay.
Is that the title of the show?
Call of Duty has a Frogger stage. Yeah, that's about it.
But
Frogger.
Like the gameplay hasn't evolved whatsoever. I mean, thank God there's no dogs in this one, with bullshit like that.
Hey, they can't model two dogs or two different breeds. They have to have a stupid one. Like there's a quota. So.
But they do have jetpacks, right? I mean,
it's not really a jetpack.
It's
It's like an exosuit. So basically, you can
air dash.
You can not really air dash, but like you could like double jump and like slide to the left and right and stuff like that.
To the left, to the right.
To the left, to the right.
Which honestly I found has very little use for me. I just play it like I'm any regular Call of Duty. Just run to cover, pop out, shoot a few guys. I'm not taking advantage of all the cool shit I'm supposed to be able to do.
I'm guessing all that stuff only matters in multiplayer when you're fighting people who can also do the same.
Oh yeah, in the first few weeks, like people were complaining, like, "Wow, why can't people just sit down?" Like, well, they have exosuits. Of course they want to.
And that's the thing. Even with the multiplayer, it hasn't evolved. It's the same what you would expect out of any Call of Duty. Which means to say, the multiplayer is solid. It's fun. But
if it's it's not broken.
It's not broken. It's enjoyable, but it's not anything that you couldn't have gotten from last year's Call of Duty or so on and so forth. The thing is, like, I'm not sure if last year's Call of Duty servers are still even up or not. Like,
I think
last year's, no, they are. They
still
like,
are.
if you go to Modern Warfare 2, I think it's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
takes them like 3 to 4 years before they shut it down.
I think
like
most of them, like when they started doing the yearly thing, all the servers have been up. Unless someone will gladly tell me that I'm wrong. But if you buy Modern Warfare 2 right now, I'm sure that there's people still playing, or the servers are up at least.
Yeah, like I guess only like Modern Warfare 1 is probably the server that's down.
Probably,
if
yeah.
anything.
Well, they have private. They have custom servers there. So
okay.
if anyone's still.
Oh, for PC, I'm sure, yeah. Because there's like Hamachi.
And dedicated server. If there's one country that still hosts dedicated servers in that game,
Yeah.
Yeah, likely it's gonna be filled with hackers and shit. But
Hackers for life. Anyway, Will, you were saying?
No, that's just my point. It's basically hasn't evolved since the first Modern Warfare game. As far as I mean, sure, yeah. Now there's a lot of extra toys to play with, but I don't count that as anything really innovative.
Doesn't really feel like Advanced Warfare was kind of like going after. It's kind of a stupid question though, but like called Advanced Warfare is kind of like counter Titanfall because it really felt like Titanfall or in some way.
I kind of agree with you because it's got that whole, it's futuristic to begin with, right? You've got like tanks literally that can walk up on all fours and weird stuff like that. And then the exosuit sort of gives you the same feeling as if you were like a pilot in Titanfall where you can like parkour everywhere. But not to the same extent, of course, as in Titanfall. Like you can't really parkour in this game. But you can, jump up to higher levels and sort of scoot around the stage much easier. You're a lot more mobile than you were before. So in a sense, there's that similarity going on there. But to say that it was made directly to compete, I don't know because.
No, that's a stupid question. But it was like, oh wow, 2 games with now exosuit ish or like jetpacks. Funny, but yeah.
Well, I don't know really because like if you think about it, the game was developed. The development was going on around the same time as Titanfall was. So if they knew what was happening with there.
No, and then we know what happened with Titanfall. It wasn't really a big competition. I just wanted to. It's just funny how in that year we got jetpacks for shooters. That's just my point. And then multiplayer is like the same deal. The story with Kevin Spacey.
The story is kind of cool. Like basically, it starts out. The basic idea is this is supposed to be a new trilogy. I think the basic idea is there's a terrorist group that causes a global disaster with nuclear bullshit.
Of course.
And
Metal Gear.
Yeah, and basically Kevin Spacey owns this private military company that steps in and starts offering all kinds of relief and shit like that. And it's like now there's a bit of a conspiracy. Like, was he working with them because he wanted to gain power, etc.? I haven't played through the whole thing yet. But
you're working for him, or you're working against him, or you're working.
Well, the thing is, right now I'm working for him. But I have a feeling at some point there's going to be a twist, and then I'm going to be fighting against it. There's
always twists. Yeah, there's always a twist.
It's going to be a really shallow twist, I'm sure.
But basically, Kevin Spacey is like is Cobra Commander, and like that company is Cobra. If you think of it that way.
Wow, that's actually a good pull for me to buy Advanced Warfare because Kevin Spacey is Cobra Commander.
That's a better title for this show.
Kevin Spacey as Cobra Commander.
But he's a much more competent Cobra Commander. He's not just like Cobra attack.
Oh, curse you, G.I. Joe.
His voice is more soothing. He's like he can actually soothe the warriors into battle.
I actually want him to do a Cobra Commander impression now. Because I know
he can
do it.
He can do it, right?
I'm sure he can do it.
How much money do we have to give him for him to impersonate Cobra Commander?
He might just need a cupcake. That's all he needs.
Let's get on that.
Yeah. So you're not done with the campaign, but
no. I have a ways to go still with the campaign, but yeah, overall it's the campaign's quite enjoyable. Multiplayer, as I said, if it's your thing, then you'll definitely enjoy it. If it's not, then
did anybody play Ghost though? Sorry.
Yes, I did. That was the one with the dog, right?
Yeah. How was the dog one again?
Forget it.
I didn't like it as much as Modern Warfare. Like, I think Black Ops, the story of because I'm really confused now because how many Call of Duty like storylines are ongoing. There's Modern Warfare, there's Black Ops, there's Ghosts, and now there's Advanced Warfare, right?
Wait, didn't Modern Warfare end though? I didn't finish.
Yeah, actually, it did.
It's probably per developer, like the storylines.
Okay, Modern Warfare was obviously Infinity Ward. Or wait, who did Ghost?
Infinity Ward pa rin. Ghost was...
I think that's the
Ghost
continuation
is
of
Treyarch. Black Ops is Treyarch pala.
Black Ops is Treyarch, yeah.
The new game is from another studio, like the third one added in. that I forgot.
Sledgehammer games, I think. That's
Sledgehammer, I think, is Ghost. Advanced Warfare.
It can't be because Sledgehammer Games is the ones who did Advanced Warfare, so I don't know who.
Oh, okay. So Ghost, it's a mystery.
It's like the Zelda timeline. There's 3 universes.
But I know they got High Moon Studios now as a Call of Duty developer as well, like the guys who did Transformers games.
Oh my god.
I'm still gonna pray for them to go
What
back
are you
to
gonna
their
expect
roots. I'd love to go back to World War One or World War Two.
World War One, naman.
Why not?
The reason why, I think we're at the point now where people are getting sick of the modern warfare setting because there was a point when there were too many World War II shooters, and they moved.
Now there's none.
Now there's none, and there's too many modern shooters.
Oh my god, it's Wolfenstein and BJ doing his thing.
The special.
It's not even actual World War One or World War Two. I don't even know what the fuck, but it's at least
Neo
in that
World War
element.
Two.
Yeah. But I'd hope we don't even know the Call of Duty for 2015, so I hope that it's not like a sequel to whatever, I don't know, Black Ops whatever or Advanced Warfare. I hope it's just like, we're going back to World War One or whatever. They also did the World War III story already with Advanced Warfare, I think. Oh no, Advanced Warfare.
No,
Modern Warfare was technically
World War III with Modern Warfare 3. I like how they use that.
Oh, I forgot Modern Warfare 3 came out.
Yeah, it was a thing apparently. But yeah, Call of Duties. What about you, Miggy?
Oh, all right. I was waiting for like which one. It's like a roulette. Like which last syllable will I mention?
Will I end or will I keep going? That's the thing. How was your week?
So like for the most part, I haven't been doing much. I'm trying to finish another LP pa rin. And video editing.
We should do an LP 4-player somehow, some way.
We already did, right?
Yeah, we just need to like bring more controllers next time.
No, I mean like online.
Yeah, we can.
Internet.
Cry of Fear, whatever free-to-play game they have in Steam.
Let's play Rust. Throw rocks at each other.
Remember when Rust was a zombie game?
What's that game when you're like on an island?
Yeah, Rust was
I don't know. One of those
games that will never finish. Yeah. Anyway.
So like I guess the biggest part of my week was the Imperium thing that happened last night or yesterday rather.
Oh.
There were a bunch of tournaments happening that day. Smash 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And even KOF 2002, yo.
Shit, I didn't know about this. I would have gladly went there for like SF because playing SF last week felt so good.
And I thought when I saw the King of Fighters 2002 listed, I thought like 2002? Maybe this is a typo.
Is it a typo?
Yeah, because it's super old. But no, they were actually rocking 2K2, which is like props to them, man. That's cool.
How many people joined that tournament?
The pre-registers were like a lot for mostly Smash. So since Smash had the biggest registered players.
Wow,
XSplit was there, and they streamed most of Smash.
That's good.
I got blown up on stream by the guy who eventually won the whole thing, so that's cool.
With XSplit?
Yeah, XSplit mismo was there. It's in their archives on Twitch, so you can check it.
That's cool. Thank God XSplit's like showing up in these tournaments. We need them to give us the internet to stream. That's cool to hear, though.
Yeah, I think they're actually directly partnered with Imperium, so it's like they're there a lot, super. So that's cool. I was there for the entire day, like 1:30 p.m. up to like 11:30 p.m. Yeah, I played Smash 4 in the tournaments and then just watched whatever happened with. I watched Street Fighter then. The grand finals was crazy hype, like I did not expect. Because people from the South came on both sides, like the Smash tournament and the Street Fighter tournament. Like people who don't usually come in were there for this, and that was neat.
Yeah, that's good.
Who was the finals in Street Fighter?
Playbook Aaron was that the handle of the guy who won?
The
I
characters.
guess
From Paranaque?
Balrog and Chun-Li. And
Whoa, no
Balrog
way.
Was Chun-Li and Drew?
I think so.
Damn it, that guy is
I'm not
really
sure
one of the
though.
best. If it's him, he's one of the best.
I'm not sure,
players.
but maybe.
You're the Bison player?
What,
I thought,
Vice?
I mean, from what I remember, he's a Bison player during Super.
actually,
Or-
his original character was Dalsim. He was the only player that was actually rocking Dalsim, and also
Wow.
Yeah, but
He
so,
switched.
no, like Playbook Aaron stuck with Balrog while the other guy, I forgot the name, was switching between Chun-Li and another character. So yun. And
Chun-Li's are being played now. Nice.
and then in Smash, the guy who took it, Champo, which is actually his last name. He reset the bracket and just straight up won all the rounds straight.
Wow,
Using
that's a good comeback.
Using Shulk against Sheik. And Sheik is like one of the best characters in the game. He got
Really?
beaten out by Shulk.
Wait, Sheik's the best character in the game?
Yeah, one of the best. She's so fast, man.
That's the reason why I use her. I mean, like I remember, like, way back when I was playing with my friend, they always just, like, bitch, like, oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked by a half character. Because before it was, like, Zelda and Sheik together.
And now she has a fourth move, which gets used a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
That was
Okay.
yun. Like, there were how many Sheiks there? There were, like, at least 3 really good Sheiks. And they were all, like, bigger names in the group of the Smash community. And, I just hung around with a bunch of people, caught up with a few friends. There was also some MK9 casuals there.
Oh, that's good to see. MK9, like, prepping for the...
Yeah. Then, like, Raph was there also, the owner of Imperium. We shot the shit and all that. They also announced that the Manila Cup happening in September, which is part of Capcom's, like, Southeast Asian tournaments. So, like, that's official now. Like, I mentioned
now we have
about
an
it
official
before.
tournament.
And it's not just Capcom games for Manila Cup. Like, the required Capcom games will be there, but they're also adding other games. Like, Smash 4 is part of the list. Because they saw how big the community was. Like, apparently, the Smash 4 community appearing at Imperium has been the biggest so far out of all the fighting game, like, groups to show up.
Wow.
That's big to say because... Wow. Because I always assumed that... did Imperium ever had a Tekken thing?
Yeah, I thought Philippines is second country.
They tried,
Yeah.
but like the Tekken guys don't show up. They're just like at Mega Mall now, just playing in the arcades. Because that's what they
Playing
do,
in arcades.
apparently.
Jesus
They're at
Christ.
Mega
They're not even... anyway, but Street Fighter, I think, would be one of the biggest. Because I went through a couple of tournaments, and there's a lot of people. And if you're saying that Smash 4, the Smash community, out of nowhere comes out and then they bring out a big crowd.
The Smash community is probably one of the nicest FGCs in this country. And there's like just so many of them. It's crazy.
It's Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo bringing people together.
That's Nintendo breeding the goodness out
This
of people.
baby's game is making all the friendships.
I know.
It's pretty neat.
That's awesome to know, though.
Then
So-
I was planning to try to make a video of it maybe, but then there was just so many people that I couldn't find a good position to take good shots.
It's a sea of people.
So I just have that one good photo that I posted. Back when it was
that's
just like
why.
a few of us pa lang at
Oh
the
yeah, I
event.
actually checked Imperium's photo album about that during that event, and I saw you were playing.
Yeah, I was playing.
You're playing
I
Smash,
lost,
yeah.
but I played. And ano yan, like Raph said na usually he turns on the aircons maybe 2 hours before to cool the place before people come in.
Didn't work.
And like since there were so many people, like it's just not working. Like there are clusters of heat because of all the people.
That literally is a good problem. That's a
But
very
let me
good
let me
problem.
ask a question: was anyone actually buying like alcoholic drinks or?
It was just like beer for the most part, and then some dudes got a
Okay.
burger or two, maybe. What
nice.
surprised me then was when they had a Pokemon thing also, diba? And that was also pretty packed. Like they filled up,
Wow.
I think, 2 tables, like in a full circle. And then they were
Wow.
also like streaming on the projector in the center of the area, like the grand finals, because I guess one of them had a 3DS with a capture board. So that was cool.
Oh wow!
And
That was-
Actually,
that was-
That's
and
actually
if all the people like if the same numbers or at least like a huge number of people keep going back to Imperium, they're gonna have Smash tournaments along with Pokemon like every month. Every third of the month is the plan.
See, people,
Wow.
if you show up, that's what happens.
Yeah, man. If they have more events at Imperium, I'm gonna show up way more often now.
I'll probably not, because it's far away from me, but I'll show up every now and then, because it's in Quezon City. No, Quezon City isn't Pasig.
It's Pasig, yeah, almost on the verge of Quezon
On the
City.
verge in Quezon, like, I don't know what the hell, but that's really good to hear. And as well, the South, which is like, I guess I'm sure with that handle playbook, people from the South going all the way to Imperium.
There's a
play.
venue for you now, the South.
Yeah, there's a venue that I don't even utilize at all, but or me and Migs should utilize actually.
Actually, I've tried to go there for once.
I'm gonna go there and then show up with my katana.
A
for
friend of
MK10.
mine said that there's a Neo Geo console.
Neo
For
Geo?
rent there.
Legit?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Neo Geo?
Is it
Yeah.
the new one that got released that's kind of shit?
Like
I don't know. Probably the retro one.
I guess there's a reason for me to go there tomorrow. Or wait, no, I've worked
That
tomorrow,
console
but
was like $600 in the 90s.
Dude, the games were $600.
Wow.
The games?
I know, because you're
Games
basically
and
buying an entire arcade.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what was
the-
inside.
the Neo Geo games are ridiculously expensive.
But they're like the perfect arcade like ports because parang like
One-to-one perfect
yeah,
port,
yeah, like to the point that the newer arcades that came out would use the same cartridges on their boards.
Huh. Never knew that.
That's
pretty
why it's like
cool.
$600. And people were freaking out when the PS3 was $600.
No, but the thing is like that. I think
Yeah,
the
they
reason-
were.
Wasn't there like two separate Neo Geo hardwares? There was the home system and there was the arcade system. But
yeah,
they
the arcade board. They were kind of the same parts.
they were the same parts basically, but packaged otherwise.
yeah. Like there were minor
the game-
differences.
No, yeah, and I remember the games would come basically on, the arcade game were cheaper for whatever reason. I think because they just weren't
Really?
packaged.
Yeah, the packaging and I think the housing of the cartridge was different.
What year was this, Neo Geo?
90s?
95?
I missed
Yeah,
that.
I
I
think.
skipped that. I literally skipped that.
No,
Because nobody
it's
had
earlier
that
than-
arcade.
It was earlier than that. It had
I
to be
didn't even
like
know about it. I mean,
93 or 90 because the first King of Fighters was 94.
16-bit era. Because
So I'm
Neo
thinking
Geo
it must
was
have been 92, 93.
yeah.
That-
Because SNK right made the Neo Geo.
But
That's
it's actually not a great system to own unless you
It's
really
not.
like fighting games
It's really
or
not.
or like vertical like shoot 'em ups, you know?
yeah.
It's a
That's pretty much-
conversation piece.
Yes.
Like,
it
yo,
is
you
a
have
con-
this?
Oh yeah. It's very
You know, but
expensive.
if you want to play the classic like Samurai Showdown,
Oh my
Last
God.
Blade, that's
in
that's
like
where
the
you gotta
most
play.
perfect form, then you got a Neo Geo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Playbook has that. I'm gonna check that out. And no, but going back to that's awesome though. Smash is pretty big, and I think it's about time. Like I remember, Will, you were like asking if people were buying like beer and all that.
No, because every time I go to Imperium, the bartender looks bored as shit.
Yep.
Because like no one's
Really?
buying alcohol from them.
Although I don't think they are. No, but
Is he playing games?
as much as like I think people coming in on a tournament, and then maybe 3-4 burgers are ordered, or maybe a couple of beers is better than like just a regular day, for sure. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Right.
And
Because like they'll eventually get hungry. Tournaments last for a whole day, and if they order, and if you think about it, their meals are not that great, but they're pretty
they're pricey.
They're
like
pricey, yeah.
150 minimum per whatever.
Oh.
Or like 200 for like a burger, maybe.
Mm.
I don't know what is that, but in a sense, like whoever like orders, it won't sound impressive, but it still would cover the day
It's your
or
best
something
option.
like that. Yeah, and it's still a lot of, I guess, good press or good reception, good people coming in and everything.
And yeah, like the Sony event that was that we went to, they had an MSI event like a week and a half ago.
That too.
So I guess they're also like earning rent from those events. I guess
That
as
as
a
well.
venue piece.
And Imperium was what? When did Imperium open? That's like
It's like December of 2013, I think.
yeah, and it seems like they're doing
A
okay
year-
to the
a year
point
and
where
a
like
half old.
it's starting to sound like Imperium is like a go-to place if you want to play tournaments, and I think that's the biggest goal I think they're aiming for. They have their own freaking esports team as well.
And they won like an esports thing recently, so they have like a wooden trophy.
Cool.
Post on their counter. It was pretty neat.
Let's hunt it down and take a picture of it. With Ralph, or was it Raph or Ralph?
Ralph.
I should meet him. I don't know who
Raphael, I think is his name.
I should meet him.
Yeah, Raphael. Gankaiko. I don't know how to read his last name.
But imagine if Imperium has a tournament or an event every single week. That's gonna be their heaven. Either like they have enough communities going into their branch to like do tournaments or host events to the point where they can actually have Smash just for
like the MSI events were like 3 days long or like 3 different events. Because see Boss Mac from Back to Gaming, he was there before that, and like Raph told me, oh yeah, Boss Mac came here like 3 times for 3 different events. So like that was like last week lang ata.
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff happening there that we just don't see sometimes.
It's so far away. It's really cool though. It's good to hear that Imperium's doing well. For me, in my eyes, it seems like they're doing really well. They're capturing the right amount of communities for their business. And you didn't win at all, Migs? You didn't win anything?
I got to like round 2 out of Smash, and I got eliminated in losers.
That's fine.
It's fine. I haven't played the game since it came out on Wii U. Like, literally haven't touched it then. So I need to work on like actually learning how to play the game.
I'm sure everybody's like, I'm sure the Wii U there is really happy that it's being used already.
Yeah, I think
utilized.
Like Siguro, like if the Smash community keeps coming back, it'll justify Imperium for buying maybe 1 or 2 more Wii U's. Because I think they only have 1 at the moment.
If you're saying that they like completely filled up the branch with just Smash, thanks to Smash 4. I mean,
I think half of the registered people didn't even show up.
Oh wow!
So like out of 70, only like 30 something showed up, but that's still a lot of people. That's basically a full bracket.
Pretty much, and wow, there should be more Wii U's sold in the coming weeks.
Maybe
for them.
At least 2.
At least 2.
Oh, I also heard that what was their old PC gear was all Corsair.
Right.
And now they're Steel Series.
Wow.
So I'm guessing they have a new partnership because all the palette logos on the walls have been taken down.
Oh.
So they are moving up. So good for them.
Good for them.
And wasn't Corsair, but I mean, I guess Steel Series must have come with a better deal because Corsair is a known brand too. And
yeah, it's a good brand.
Is it a good brand? I know Steel Series. Corsair,
They have good keyboards. They have good keyboards and mice.
Corsair is known more for memory, like hardware RAM. But like if you go go on, sorry.
They're pushing the Steel Series here a lot harder, I think, because like remember at PGF, like it was just Steel Series everywhere, and true. Like it keeps happening, like even in the ESGS. So I guess
Steel
it's
Series,
bigger here.
It looks so plain. But I guess that's okay.
But that's why it's plain. But like you don't need it to scream gamer like
but
Dragon.
Dude, they have that
they
have that rainbow mechanical keyboard. Remember at the SGS?
Yes, they do. They do.
It's like 8,000 pesos.
But it can't beat Dragon War, man. It's a fucking it's a spaceship mouse,
and it's like
it's like so cheap, and then
it's the price.
You'll need to keep the receipt because that's gonna break down in a week.
Break it.
For sure. Play Diablo 3 and that shit's gonna break down.
7-day replacement, it breaks on the 8th day.
Oh
God.
You want the manual? It's in full Chinese.
You have to download it, but
you want the software? Sorry, not this copy.
I wonder if those guys actually sponsor any teams in China.
They should sponsor us for our tech support, man.
Yeah, they should, man.
People are still asking questions.
We had that one Dragon War review,
that's right.
And I still get emails from them
saying... like a few days ago. There was a comment.
Actually, you had a comment on one of the Dragon War as well, saying, "Oy, Pinoy rin ako." I'm like,
Okay.
Thanks for stating that. I didn't know we had to.
There was a comment like yesterday,
do
like,
that.
"Thanks for the video." Like, okay, I hope that helped in some way.
That's
whatever
actually
your problem
good.
was.
That's actually that's actually refreshing. Seeing a thanks rather than saying it doesn't work or can you please link me the driver.
Which I already did. Like, the link is in the description, and I put an annotation, and people still ask, "Send me software." Like, there was a comment, "How do you put this mini CD in my CD drive?"
Oh, I love that one. That was so good. That was so good. Like this mini CD, it's too small. How do I? How do I work this?
And then when I reply,
Too small.
when I replied, there was another guy who commented like, "Oh, it worked. Thank you very much." So
Yeah,
apparently, multiple issues.
Yeah, we're having enough comments to the point that they're helping each other. We don't have to.
Oh yeah.
interfere.
Sometimes they just help each other. Like, I just leave them alone.
They just help each other. And
It's
like,
basically
wow,
a forum now
It's a weird for Dragon War.
for Dragon War, dude.
We should make more reviews.
We should send an email to Dragon War. Look at this shit. We're doing your work for you.
Look how horrible your product is. They're so confused about the different lights or how to turn
Oh yeah,
it
like
on.
it has 6 lights, and people are asking for a light that's not part of the bulbs. Like, it goes through like red, green, blue, yellow, pink, and like, where's the white light? Like, it's not there, man.
It's not part of the rainbow, fool.
It's a combination of all the lights.
White is not a color. It's an absence. Anyway.
No, that's black out there.
Anyway.
Oh wait, other MIGs, go into your thing.
Yes.
I've rambled on too long.
Dragon War.
What?
Dragon War.
Yeah, well, I've played Resident Evil long enough to, I don't know, discuss something about it.
Wait, Resident Evil 1?
Yeah, HD.
Oh.
And there's one thing, game element there that caught me by surprise, and that is the Crimson Zombie mechanic.
Oh, I think you mentioned this one already, yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you're saying how like apes like.
No, you didn't know about the Crimson Heads?
No, I don't. I didn't.
'Cause,
I was
No,
playing
well,
a
to be
Jill
fair, that was added in the GameCube remake. But that's been there
Oh.
now. Like, it's part of the remake talaga.
Oh, I've never heard about
That's
that.
why you have the lighter in which you can burn
Yeah.
the bodies after. Because if you don't, they come back as Crimson Heads.
Honestly, I really don't. I really didn't
Are
know.
you-
And
are
I
you a
thought that was
master-
for something else.
Are you a
Are
master,
you a
of
master of
unlocking?
unlocking already?
Nah, I think that's Barry's.
No, like it happens in Jill's campaign, right? Because Barry
Yeah,
hangs out with you. Is this Chris's blood? I'll examine
Yeah.
this.
But yeah, when I first
They
encountered
actually
stuff,
they joked about that one in Revelations too.
They joke about everything in Revelations too.
Yeah.
The master of unlocking, the sandwich joke.
they did the
I
sandwich.
haven't had a chance to play through either the remake or
It's great.
Revelations 2. I have
It's
to finish
punishing.
Revelations
The
1
remake's
still.
fun.
I need to get
I have to finish
Revelations,
Revelations 1.
1.
I have to finish Resident 6.
You don't have to finish Resident Evil 6.
Oh,
So
I
play
can
the
buy.
demo.
Yeah, play the demo. It's the best part of the game. Honestly, not even a joke.
Alright.
But do you finish Resident Evil 1 now, or you're like close to finishing it, Migs?
I can't finish it. It's too hard for me.
What? What,
Too hard?
It's
Do you-
punishing,
Too
I don't know
hard.
why.
Do you like the challenging path or the trek path?
I don't know what.
That's like
You're
the
talking
difficulty thing, Nava, when you start the game. Do you want the
Oh,
challenge
yeah.
or are you just
I
playing
think-
casually?
Yeah, I think I chose the challenging path. That's why.
Oh, then that's why the game is hard.
Well, hard in what way? What makes you like? What gives that roadblock for you?
I don't know,
Enemies take more hits to die before they die.
Probably
They do more damage.
because of the. Yeah, it's just that I think when you get staggered by a zombie or you got bit by a zombie, there's no way you can push it aside
Unless
Just
you
like-
have the knives, like the
unless you have
consumable
the
knives.
the knives or the stun gun thing.
Well, you can't just press X square.
No. You either
No,
take
there's
damage
nothing.
or it'll auto use those consumable items, and it will kill the zombie.
So that's
Like-
the hard part for me.
I feel like a
Yeah,
different
like,
game,
like
right?
like you pick up 5 knives. It's not a melee item, but when a zombie comes to bite you, Jill will pull one out and stab him in the head. then it'll subtract from your stock.
Oh, and then the zombie dies, or it just
Yeah, the zombie dies.
Oh, okay.
If you can find 5 knives.
Yeah,
I
stuff
usually
like
find
One.
a knife or 2. Yeah. Then when I first encountered the Crimson Zombie, I was surprised because I'm not really expecting that type of zombie in the game. Because
Yeah, those are
usually
hard.
Resident
Like,
Evil
they're hard
are
and
slow.
that. Mm.
Yeah, just bigla na lang may susulpot sa akin that's so fast and so feral. Like
Yeah.
like they're really growling.
Left 4 Dead zombies.
Yeah, it really caught me by surprise.
I
Tas
think
sobrang ano pa.
I think what triggers them is if you kill a zombie, but like the head doesn't explode,
Yeah,
it'll
it
eventually
comes
come back. So you have to burn the bodies with the lighter and the lighter fluid.
Comes back with a vengeance.
So that's what like added fluff, I think, because you have to go back and forth. If you keep your lighter in the storage box, but that's a thing. That's a thing in remake.
Yeah, and there's I think the last event that I triggered on my playthrough is the guy who got bitten by that snake. So you need to go back to the other part of the mansion to get a serum to heal his poisoned arm.
And then you have to fight the snake boss.
Yeah. So first time I did that, so I got I got the serum, and when I get back to him, he's still alive. So that's good. But I think I died because of another Crimson Zombie. So when I tried to replay that save file, so I got to the point where I got the serum, so I have to run back again to the other part of the mansion, right? I think I just got bit by one zombie, so I just pushed him aside, and I hurry back up. It just took me around 2 minutes, then he's already dead.
Oh shit! There's an actual time limit.
Yeah, I think it's 5 minutes, but parang meron yatang stipulation din na you don't have to get bit for that guy to live or something. Kasi I went back there under 3 minutes, and it's a lot of time. I mean, I don't know, bigla lang siya namatay. Tapos parang he said that your friend just died or something, a sad death or something.
Does it game over you if that happens?
No, it's just I think it's just a choice. Like,
I think that guy dies either way.
He's expendable. It's
Yeah.
fine. You can continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if you save him, I think he dies in the snake boss fight.
He dies
Yeah.
anyway. That's so sad.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I think he just gives you a new gun or something on the way.
Thanks for
And then
saving
dies.
for the first half.
Something like that.
Oh,
RE1.
well. But then I died again.
How much is Resident Evil? It sounds like a different game. I didn't experience like the game. This is the GameCube remake or something.
Yeah,
Or-
the GameCube remake. I think it's 500 pesos. I think.
might consider it because that sounds like a old school like what Resident Evil is, but with a little
It's-
twist.
It's a very punishing game. Like, you really can't save all the time unless you got the ink ribbons and the typewriters. There's no checkpoints, so once you die, you really die.
Well,
have
you
to
got me at
reload
ink
the
ribbons,
save
man.
file.
You got me at
Yeah.
ink ribbons.
And the item management's punishing. Jill only has 8 item slots. Chris has 6. So
Wait. Who has 6?
Chris,
And then Jill has.
8, I guess. Yeah, 8.
Oh, okay. I went to the lighter.
But Chris has
Yeah.
the Magnum, diba? Like he starts off with the Magnum.
No, he starts off with a knife.
Oh really?
You get you get the handgun probably.
Oh, but yeah, I think on the
after
way
your
you
first
get
game.
the Magnum with Chris, because like he gets a different weapon set there. That's what I know.
And Chris's life is, I don't know,
Bigger,
he's more,
durable.
he's more durable than Jill. That's for sure.
I put RE6 on my wish list.
Hopefully someone will
So,
give
yeah.
it to you. It's not gonna be me though.
Then what else have I played? Well, Counter-Strike, that's given. But we already discussed that.
Screw that game.
Go.
I played 11 hours of that game. CS:GO. And
Oh yeah.
probably gonna get higher. Weirdly
Also
enough.
played a little bit of City Skylines again.
Oh,
I
how's your
haven't
city
touched
going?
that yet. How's your city going?
I'm at my second city because I got tired of the first one. I was trying to build, what's this? The city from the Arrow TV show. So name it Star City. Yeah,
Starling
whatever.
City.
Starling? Is it
Star
Star or
City.
Starling?
Oh,
I
the
guess so.
season 3 city, because it's now Star City, I think. Diba?
I think it's Star City in the comics anyway.
In the comics, it's Star City, but in the show,
Yeah.
they renamed
So
it.
I purposely.
Did you feel that city?
I purposely made part of that city the Glades to make it very like low on water, low on energy. Then without any police force there or any.
Oh, and you can't trigger earthquakes, no? Fuck, you couldn't trigger
Yeah,
season
you-
1.
you-
Oh,
got-
but
you
you
gotta
can
let
put
the
mods in
people do
City
their thing.
Skylines. Can you put a mod of like it will generate a hero if the city's in danger?
Oh god,
That'll
that'll be amazing.
Like
if, you know,
a vigilante
I'll try to look
mode.
for that. I'll try to look for that mod. Maybe
There might be
somebody-
one, yeah.
that'll be amazing. Like you can actually you can ask like your vigilante to be in this section of the city, and then crime rate goes down.
Or you
Yeah,
can like
that'd be cool.
either chase him down or let him do whatever. And there's
that's an
consequences
amazing
for each
idea.
mode. Holy shit. It's the
I'll bring
future.
Green Arrow here. I'll bring Green Arrow here because the Glades needs help. Okay.
He's like the beige
Then-
arrow because of rights.
Yeah. But with City Skylines, during the week, a lot of people are like, it's word of mouth is actually pretty strong. People like
Yeah.
genuinely like it. Like,
Dude, have you seen that San Andreas remake?
yeah, they're doing that
That's
shit as well.
amazing.
They're making San
That's
Andreas,
so good.
and if someone
They
makes,
got
they're making a lot of interesting like cities. And like, there's even one like with 70 million people or something with like whatever. They're being
Actually,
really
right-
creative.
Actually, right now, I'm doing my second city, right? So I tried to think of something to manage the traffic, since the traffic here is a bit complicated, right? So what I did was to make one whole strip at the middle, just like Vegas. Then on each side will be, there's residential area there, there's commercial area there.
Yeah.
So every traffic's gonna be only on the middle. So it's not gonna bottleneck or something on a different area. So far it's pretty manageable.
I want to make
Uh,
Metro Manila.
Ooh, that's good.
You can do that.
Or-
Make it as garbage
actually, I
as you
want-
want.
We're all
I
polluted,
can make-
all
I
traffic.
tried to make Las Piñas city here and make all the roads just one single road. Like instead of a highway, you gotta go for a 2-lane
Alabang
road.
Zapote.
Yeah, that was about the road. And then plant a mall there. So everything will be traffic at the middle.
Then like half of it is farmland pa rin. Like 90s Las Piñas.
Oh, that's the good thing about, the nice thing is you can actually do this here. You couldn't do this in the other SimCity.
In the real
Yeah.
SimCity.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
actual
City.
SimCity. No, and then wasn't there like there's news like this week saying that the Sim like I think Maxis is already closed down and everything, right? The ex developer of SimCity or whatever
Are
as
making
he's
mods
work,
for
as he's
City-
work
work
finding
on
an
mods.
actual job, he's making mods
for City
through the
Skylines.
marketplace for
For
City
City
Skylines,
Sky- Yep.
Cool.
and that's
It's
amazing.
pretty
It
cool.
is.
Eat that, whoever made SimCity,
EA.
EA, I guess, yeah.
Good job, EA.
City Skylines for like what 700 pesos. Damn it! I would have. I used 200 pesos. I could've-
Well, if you got the skin, that would.
If I got a skin, I could have got Shadows of Mordor. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I could have got a lot of things. On to the news. And since Ed Boon is crazy noisy right now, let's go straight up to Mortal Kombat 10 because we got again more shit to talk about. I think we've had a small portion like reserved for Mortal Kombat 10 at this point because I don't understand it. And
How much more content?
yeah,
can they pull out?
I'm pretty
For
baffled
years,
by how like every week there's always something they can say. Hey, there's something in here. Oh, hey, look, there's more crap.
And when the game comes out, there's bound to be like 90%.
Yeah,
more
and when it comes out,
content.
like, oh my
No,
god.
that's the amazing thing. These guys have like whoever they hired for marketing,
Yeah,
genius. Because like,
it's probably just Ed Boon going nuts on Twitter. and they keep telling him to stop, but he doesn't
No,
care.
it's just Ed Boon in his table,
Haven't
and he's just like,
developed that part yet.
this week is gonna be this character. This week is gonna be this feature.
Yeah, because like Ed Boon probably doesn't do anything anymore except be the face of MK, and like I think he's like the art director or something, which probably means like, hey, we drew this stuff. That looks cool. Put that in the
he
game.
just walks away and buys a donut.
So like when he passes by the devs, hey, that looks cool. I'm gonna take a picture and tweet at it.
that's
Like,
Ed Boon in a
stuff.
nutshell.
It's
Wait,
probably
who's
what
Ed
he
Boon?
does,
For those
I'm
who don't
sure.
know Ed Boon, just so that everybody's in the same.
Ed Boon is the creator of Mortal
Yes,
Kombat.
He created.
He's still alive. No,
He's
no,
not
I'm just
that
kidding. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 10 has more content.
A lot more.
A
The
lot
Combat
more.
Pack, which you can buy for a good price. No, I guess it's a good price. You get 4 playable characters. Because there's not enough characters
Right.
in the game. You have to pay more for it. And we, based on the teasers, like a couple weeks back, they revealed Jason Voorhees. Jason from
From Friday the 13th.
They also, Goro was actually the pre-order, but they also revealed that 3 more people will be part of the pack, and so they revealed Tremor, who I don't know who that is, to be honest.
He used to be a
Yeah.
brown ninja.
He's a brown ninja. Yeah.
He's a Mexican
Earth-
ninja.
I
Earth
thought it was
ninja.
Cabal.
Oh, he's the
the
brown
mask.
one, supposedly.
Like, yeah, he's a
Okay,
brown
well,
ninja.
Tremor. He has a
From
cooler
Mexico
name now.
also.
And then Tanya.
No, he was on the PS Vita of MK9.
And Tanya is the yellow Kitana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just put names in this girl just for the sake of there's a character. And there you go.
It could be
No,
the
but-
girl from Command and Conquer.
Actually, people have been asking for Tanya as DLC for a while because she was a popular character in Mortal
Oh, really?
Kombat 4.
She's not.
Really?
She's not.
She's not. I
I
don't
don't know.
like.
She's probably more popular than Jade.
Oh, I remember Jade, though.
No
I do
way.
remember Jade.
Yeah, because no, like apparently why Jade isn't in the game is because she was the least played character in MK9, which is kind of sad.
Which is sad, yeah.
I honestly don't know who
I did
she's
like
hot.
Jade, actually.
Tanya is still, even, assuming it's a yellow, whatever. But, okay,
I always remember Tanya the Yellow Ranger when I.
Oh, wasn't
When
that?
I first
Oh,
played.
yeah, Tanya was also the name
Right?
of the second Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, and she's
Right.
also yellow, so
the
you know,
connection is
That
there.
stuck with
The
me.
connection is there.
when I was playing for.
And I think Tanya's like a brown skinned character. I think she's part
Yeah, she's
Spanish or
brown.
Mexican or
Yeah.
something.
She's black. Just go on and say it. She's black.
No, she's not quite black. Like in MK4. But maybe.
It's black.
She's not white, that's for
I'm
sure.
sorry. She's black.
Alright, let's
Or
move
brown.
past Tanya now and let's go to the best part of this pack, which
When you heard the clicking in that trailer,
Yeah.
I know that
Oh,
I can't
that
emulate.
actually when I was watching the trailer, I was looking away from the screen and I heard and this is I know what this is. They revealed Predator as a playable character now for Mortal Kombat 10.
and I think he was.
Yay!
Yeah, so yay, we got Jason and Predator.
Yep.
Amazing. Thanks, Fox.
And yep, the Predator looks really good. I mean, he's obviously I think what we discussed about the
Yeah, last week.
cyborgs.
Yeah, probably.
The cyborgs are probably going to be his fighting style.
Yeah.
Probably. Actually, how much thought
Variation.
did they put into
And then-
these characters, though, you think? Do they actually, we made actual unique sets for them, or they're just somewhat similar to, characters we've already worked on? Like, for example, Tanya will be somewhat similar to
No,
Kitana.
it's probably gonna be new because they're all gonna have 3 different styles.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah.
diba?
Yep.
Either that or they're gonna have moves of characters who aren't in MK10.
True.
Like how Jade is part of Kitana's fighting style now.
Oh, true. Okay.
You know, I have a theory. When they announced
Game theory.
the Predator character and Jason, Edwin was just playing around in Twitter. Then
Then they had to
came
make it
the
real.
devs. But boss, we haven't developed anything right now.
Like Ed,
Make it-
shut up.
Make it real. Boone, stop.
Boone!
Enough
We need a
with the
4th
character.
character. What does the Twitterverse say? They want Predator. Got it. There you go.
And yeah, Will also mentioned this last week. That the Predator was the inspiration for Sector and Cyrax. That's why they have dreads.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh.
No, that's
Yeah.
why. And then if you think about it, all Sector, Cyrax, and Cyborg smokes attacks are Predator based.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
Predator weapons. The net, the grenade, the missiles.
Oh, man.
And then the invisibility. So
Yeah, it's
kind of-
perfect.
we're thinking, that will be the Predator styles. I want to mention also what for me is the coolest thing is that the part of the skins that are coming with these characters is Carl Weathers for Jax and Commando for Johnny Cage.
Wow.
How awesome is that?
And like the
It's real?
Predator's
I mean,
design is from the like
did?
the first movie. Then, like people are saying.
Wait, the fact that they have classic skins for Kano, Sonya, and Liu Kang, they pretty much confirmed Liu Kang.
This Liu Kang is confirmed.
Liu
through
Kang
that.
and Jax.
So Liu Kang's
Confirmed.
gonna have a skin that's based on the Predator series, the one
Zombie
that,
Liu Kang.
He needs a zombie Liu Kang.
that shouted. I remember that scene.
But
It's
I
like
don't
this
know, like-
this Mexican or Asian guy, Ghost Rambo, trying to defend part of the area. Then when the Predator came, he just screamed. He didn't. They didn't show how he died or how he defended himself. He just
He
we just
died
heard the
off
scream.
screen.
Yeah, he died off screen.
Poor Liu
Okay, so
Kang.
they have DLC characters. They're gonna have 4, or rather 5, to be exact. Thanks to Goro being,
Well, Goro is technically not DLC yet. He's
Oh,
a pre-order
technically, okay,
bonus.
But that what I'm saying is that 5 characters out of the original roster. What is
God, I hope they announced
no?
Alien.
What else can they add? Like they've added this. They've added like Freddy Krueger.
Jarek.
Well,
Alien, the Alien.
No, yeah, I can fit.
I actually don't want them to add any more like movie characters.
Yeah,
I'd rather them-
I'm fine.
Yeah, they already had God of
I-
War.
I don't
rather they-
want Alien because he's like a animal. I like because they have like character specific intros now with dialogue.
Yeah, is that like unique to
having
every
it
single
just
one?
go-
I hope so.
Probably not, but I'm sure there's gonna be a lot.
Because that would suck if
Yeah,
like
it'll
Cyrax
probably
talks
suck.
to Kitana and they just don't talk to each other because they don't know each other. Like I don't know you. I'm gonna fight you right away. It's fine.
There's gonna be more than what you'd expect.
Yeah,
So
because
that's
it's
gonna
more
be
it's
good enough.
it's Mortal Kombat 10. It's NetherRealms. It's Ed Boon.
Yeah, they like putting more content.
Let's
for free in
guess
the
what
game.
comes out next week. Let's do that. Like what
Jarek.
what? We're gonna-
Jarek.
They're gonna
Oh my
announce
God.
Jarek.
Come back. Oh my god.
I want them to announce friendships.
Yeah, friendships, animalities.
I hope they
would
add
be
that.
good.
Well, they announced
Those
also Quitality like this week.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the
Which
Quitality.
what is it? It's pretty much when you're playing online.
If you rage
I think-
quit, yeah, if you're playing online, if you rage quit or get disconnected, your character's
yeah,
head
it
just
says
blows up.
Quitality.
Yeah, so that you feel good when someone bails on your match.
It should just be finish him, then you
Yeah,
get to
that's-
wail on him.
Actually, it should be
Yeah.
Quitality and then finish him, and you can just literally do it.
Yeah. Instead of just
Yeah,
the head
like, oh,
blowing
why
up.
not? Yeah, bad. But it's cool.
It's like the way they presented it then was the guy was mid combo,
Yeah.
then his opponent's head just blew
It was
up
like
mid
rage
combo,
quit
and like that's
style.
you don't get the satisfaction of
Yeah, you
killing
don't.
the guy.
And I didn't really quit.
But
I
that's-
didn't even notice that the head blew up because he was in the air. Until he hit the floor and like, oh, okay, his head's gone. It's okay. But there are more Mortal Kombat crap. We'll most likely hear more.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, MK10
Crap with a K.
with a K. More content for that damn game next week for sure. Jesus
Absolutely.
Christ, how much more of that game can they dish out?
It's coming out in less than a month,
Easy.
but they're bound to have more
They
stuff
should-
to
they should
announce.
end. But yeah, the combat
They
pack.
really should. It's too much.
Is this gonna be available right off the bat?
I guess
That's
so.
what it seems like it's gonna be.
It
Yeah.
should be.
This is actually weird because, like, in the case of MK9 and Injustice, they were actually making the DLC characters when the game came out.
Mhm.
Unlike in most cases where they make the DLC before the game comes out,
Right.
or like they're near completion, and then when the game comes out, they just have to finish it. So it looks like
No
now
pun
they
intended.
like remember the Hudson Injustice and MK9, the DLC characters were such a mess on screen.
Yeah.
Like positions in Injustice kept switching, and in MK9 it's a hidden menu in the lower left and right.
Oh, take note though. Who
and you scroll
combat
through them.
pack owners will also receive early access to future DLC before it goes on sale. So
Right. So there's more characters
yeah.
coming.
So there's gonna be
along.
more
There'll be a
shit
season-
to be dumped on this game.
There's definitely a season 2, if not a season 3 at some point.
Yes.
I hope though that MK10 will be like the staple, like just like how Street Fighter 5 or 4, sorry, is like it lasted the whole generation of, like, for example, PS3.
Like it's the main version that you get. And
Yeah,
just
why
upgrade.
not, right? Because like I think they're
It's the plan for Street Fighter 5. And 4 sort of did that, starting with Super.
Mm.
so like
Oh,
more
yeah.
more so it's gonna be
That'd
Mortal
be-
Kombat 10 Ultra or something. Why not?
Complete. with a
Oh
K.
yes, complete edition. Moving on because we talk too much about Mortal Kombat. We know. Let's talk about Kojima.
Another
Yeah.
game.
Kojima.
Why not we talk about Kojima? Because Kojima is going through some drama. We actually don't
Drama.
know what the fuck this is. Really, it's still not really
Yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah, like it's all pure rumor. Did he
No,
actually say anything?
No, he okay. For
They
those
announced
what's
something,
going
I
on with
think,
Hideo Kojima, which is the creator of Metal Gear Solid and is currently working on Metal Gear Solid 5. There's a huge the Phantom Pain. There's a huge rumor saying that Kojima's team is leaving Konami, and they're just like I think they're already considered out, but they're just finishing off their work with Metal Gear Solid 5. And it's just a rumor. And the reason why people are hinting on this is because Konami is literally taking out all their Kojima Productions materials, like marketing materials, like Kojima Productions logos and all that, on their marketing materials for Metal Gear Solid 5. For some reason, they're like taking it out. We don't know why. And people are still stating that there's a big backlash or a big fight between the big ups and Kojima. And this is still all rumors. Like what Mix was asking, did Kojima mention anything? I think the only thing he mentions was they are still 100% on board in working on Metal Gear Solid 5. But beyond that, we don't know. Beyond that, we might even see Kojima and his team and his production team and everything jumping ship and doing something else. But
Well, I think he's been wanting to do something else besides Metal Gear for a while.
yeah, I know,
now,
but I don't think
maybe.
it's like people are saying it's a conflict between two people or like two groups. I think it might be just Konami just transferring because a lot of people are also saying Konami is like trying to
Oh yeah, like there's a weird rebranding happening.
because Konami might even consider like being less of a game company and more of other things
More of
or
a
a publisher because they have other things and it seems like their revenue or their earnings is not through games development. It's actually one of the things that's dragging them down. It's just one of those things, and then I think they want to focus on other avenues to generate more money. And I think this is one of their steps into shifting. That could be one reason why this is happening, or if it's happening. And honestly, if Kojima does leave, fuck, why not?
It's
I don't
about
care,
time,
it's
man.
fine.
It's a
'Cause,
good thing,
like-
actually.
Yeah, because he can get to do more stuff now. Because remember when like he wanted to stop making Metal Gear, but Konami said no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
You're
they
bound
cracked the
to
whip
Metal
and like
Gear
get back
forever."
in your room. or
Get a
something.
bread and go back to your room.
Make more Metal Gear.
Yeah, like the,
So,
up to
But I'm
the,
thinking, like, what does Konami have without Metal Gear? They have
Nothing.
what,
like,
what does Konami,
They
don't
Konami
even-
have?
They don't
They have
even have
silent-
Castlevania anymore.
they have Silent Hill, I think.
They have South.
Yeah, and Kojima was supposed to be
And
working
winning- is
with
it-
more
is it
than
Mortal?
I know.
Isn't Winning 11 also them, like the football
I like
soccer
that
game?
one.
Yeah.
Is that Konami or Sega?
No,
I forget.
Konami. Yeah, I think Konami.
But
Apart from that,
doesn't
yeah,
count.
Castlevania's kind of left the boat also.
And they've outsourced it twice already. Diba?
Zone of
Castlevania.
Enders, that's Kojima.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
then
that's
they
Kojima.
don't want him to make
Yeah,
Zone of
'cause-
the Enders, even though Kojima wants
know.
to.
Well,
But I,
No, like the big
I don't
issue
really
here
care.
is
It's
since
fine.
Kojima's leaving,
Yeah, sorry.
hello.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like Kojima leaving, the rumors of Kojima leaving Konami brought people to a panic. They were like, "Oh my God, there's gonna be no more Metal Gear." Then people started bringing out old comments of Kojima saying, "This will be my last Metal Gear game again," even though he's been saying that since MGS1, MGS2, MGS4, and all that. But I guess the most interesting bit is Kojima posted out a tweet of a screenshot of MGS5 with Big Boss looking at a helicopter, and the caption said "heading out."
No, I think
yeah.
I think
Like,
I think this is him shifting to leave already. And maybe
About
Konami is
time,
like
I like-
saying that wait, make more Metal Gear. But
We need money.
No, but there's also
400
another rumor or like stating that Konami is gonna make another Metal Gear without Kojima.
I think
That can
I
happen.
think they announced it. They
Is that an
announced it
announcement or a
no
rumor?
matter what happens.
Yeah, either or. But there's also talks about
I
that.
think it's because I remember they did a joint announcement, both Kojima and Konami, that they say that in the future they're definitely going to
Make Zone
mean,
of Enders.
they announced that
No, like-
fans should definitely look forward for the Metal Gear series in the future, something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
Kojima can stop making Metal Gear, but the brand.
Well, the brand will
continue.
definitely continue. But and
Yeah.
also, I think the last interview I was reading with Kojima to get my head around this whole issue was, or it's not even really issue, but around this whole situation is Metal Gear Solid 5. His sole purpose of 5 is to really wrap that story, like Snake story, wrap that whole the whole series.
His
Yeah, he wants to.
converted bad
Yeah,
Once
guy.
you
exactly.
finish Metal Gear Solid
Metal Gear.
5, that's supposed to be how it's supposed to end. There's gonna be no more Snake or whatever. That's
Yeah.
the end.
It's like for him that's
Yeah,
the
and
end.
It'll lead into Metal Gear 1, where Big Boss is the bad
Yeah.
guy.
Like it's the
okay.
loop is complete. The ring is
Right.
finally complete. Finally, after 5-ish games, he's finally done it. And the other big issue with Kojima leaving is like the biggest reveal when was that? Last year? I think in not E3. Was it E3? No, PlayStation Experience, I think. They revealed PT, and then once you've finished
Right,
playing PT, you get Norman Reedus from Walking Dead, and then bam, you get Silent Hills, being made by Kojima. So it's pretty much a new Silent Hill game with Kojima helming it. That if this comes true that he's leaving, it might not even happen anymore, because from what I know about Silent Hills, they're still in really, really early stages of development in that game, to the point where I think Kojima doesn't even know what kind of genre or like if it's gonna be a third person or first person. He doesn't even know that yet, or how the game would be played.
I think I read somewhere that for when it comes to the Silent Hill issue, I think Konami will hire him as a contractor.
Isn't he a contractor now?
Yeah,
though?
they can still do that. If he has officially left, he should still be under contract.
Well, then there.
Yep.
Well, actually, if that's the case,
Uh,
then I would gladly make him like a contractor for Konami. Keep Silent Hills on board, and then Kojima can just do whatever the fuck he wants, like to hopefully wash away the Metal Gear Solid fame,
But
And
but the
make
thing
more
though
Zone
that
of the
I-
Enders.
which no one will care about.
the thing that I didn't like about this whole thing is that I know I guess for a branding perspective, I mean it should happen, but Konami decided to remove his name on some of the Metal Gear products, like the Legacy Collection, the other like I think the Phantom Pain they removed his name already there.
But I don't know why. I don't know
So-
what does that entail. Like what they're just like.
I think it's for branding purposes, like since
They
he's
want
not
people
connected
to
anymore.
associate. They want people to associate Metal Gear with Konami and not with Kojima, I guess.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But if it's like a big fuck you to Kojima for me.
Absolutely.
It is,
You're the
or
creator.
just in legal terms, like maybe
At least you should have.
they finally I guess Konami has always owned Metal Gear Solid, like it's always been,
Yeah.
and they don't necessarily have to remove Kojima out of the marketing materials, and
But that's the
but
thing,
it's
that's
happening,
That's
so
what he did.
yeah, it's kind of a bad thing. But honestly, it's not. I think Metal Gear is such a big brand already in itself. It's been here for like since the PlayStation 1, to the point that even if they remove it, even they say fuck you Kojima or whatever, people will know it's a Kojima game no matter what.
Yeah, I think
It doesn't really matter. It could be their attempt of being childish and like, I'm removing your brand because we don't like each other anymore or whatever. Or it maybe not.
No,
Maybe not. But
Yeah, it might just
it
be.
does.
a
It
legal
doesn't really
issue.
matter anymore because I think the majority of the fan base knows that Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear Solid, and I guess Konami. That's always the deal. And
Well, apart from all this speculation of what happened here in the legalities, like what do you think we can say like will happen now moving forward as far as Konami goes and as far as Kojima goes? Do you think Kojima will finally get to work on something else besides?
Oh yes, I think he should
yeah,
already
yeah.
for now. I mean, like
Bring back Boktai or something.
Oh fucking yes, Boktai.
or
Dude, I
anything,
love that.
because I think it's you can't be tied down to like one series for I don't know more than a decade. It's like too much.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a new Zone of the Enders. He's been wanting to do that for like 10 years now.
Yeah, or that.
But doesn't Konami own Zone of the Enders?
Then he'll just make no. I mean like a different robot game that plays the same.
Oh, so basically like Mighty Number 9 is to what
Yeah,
Mega
like-
Man.
They'll just change jobs.
In a
of the
Inafune all
characters.
over again.
They'll change their hair colors and all that. Like I'm in a different robot now.
I'm perfectly.
We'll probably
It's
make
weird.
another
Like everybody's
Metal
like reacted so wild about this.
He'll kickstart a project where the character has an eye patch on the other eye.
Gear. Yeah, and he's small boss or something.
And I guess
And
and I
he's
guess
like-
David Hayter.
Small
He gets
target.
get David Hayter for was that
Yeah,
the
that would be
voice.
cool.
He gets David Hayter.
because why not?
Stop.
they got
Malleable
Kiefer
badger or
Sutherland
something.
anyway. It's fine. I got David Hayter on the speed dial, dude.
He talks just like
hello.
Solid Snake, but in
Characters, probably
wooded
Magic
jet, wooded
Monster.
peg, nuclear warheads.
That's actually pretty good.
I could totally see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Everybody was like greatly reacted, like, "Oh my God, Kojima's leaving Konami." I was like, "Fuck, it's actually pretty good if you think about it." Like the only bad thing
Yeah,
about it is
I
like
think
the Silent Hills might not happen if it's really that much of a bad clash.
Like if ever, he'll still
Yeah,
be
that
contracted
could
first.
be the thing because Konami saw the reaction and like the good response with PT. It'd be stupid to like Silent Hills is not working anymore because Kojima's is not working here anymore.
But still, like we don't know what game that'll be.
Yeah, like I
remember?
said, that's
Like,
why
even could-
I think it's easy for me to say it can be like it won't happen because this game
it might not come out.
might not
but
come out
then-
because no one they made PT just to announce it. There's no actual like I don't think it's even close to alpha. I think it's just in their heads yet.
Dude, I think they just made PT because they were fucking around with the
Probably.
Fox engine.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's
Maybe.
get this nice
Fair enough.
house, and like it's hella creepy.
I think
with
and I
lights
bet the
off.
only thing that was developed for Silent Hills is Norman Reedus' face, to be honest,
Yeah,
and maybe the bag of and then whatever creatures that was generated in PT, you know.
then they couldn't afford Norman Reedus
Yeah, and then,
anymore.
you know.
Oh, that would be sad.
So that's why I think it's a bigger chance of it canceling. But of course, I'd like it, not to happen.
Oh yeah, we all wanted
Yeah.
to come out in some form.
But I think it's a really good thing. Kojima leaving. Fuck. Metal Gear Solid in general is such an old series already, and I'm super hyped for it.
Yeah,
but
like
Rising
when
or
did the
Vengeance.
first game come out? Like the Commodore 64, I think.
I think the day was
Metal
Metal
Gear.
Gear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Metal Gear.
1987, I guess.
Jeez, you're right. Because for me, I keep thinking of the start of it as Metal Gear Solid, but you're right.
It's Metal
actually
Gear then Metal Gear Solid, pretty much 1 and 2.
It's like Castlevania starts at Symphony of the Night, which is also Konami.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid actually came out in '98. We got a fair
98.
glimpse of
Um,
Snake during that time.
Then Metal Gear came out before the NES. I think it was the Commodore 64 nga. Then Metal Gear 2 happened, then Solid, and all that na.
Oh my God, Hideo Kojima's 51.
He looks super
The
young.
hell?
He looks great for his age.
He looks fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
Japan,
fantastic for his age,
Japan
actually.
drugs.
He's a sexy man.
Japan
Sexy,
drug.
skinny
That's-
man with his grasses.
He actually also
You're right.
in his list of games that I was checking out is like Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. Oh, he was there.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah,
that was a
was
thing.
sort of a thing.
Probably came in, like signed some papers. That looks good.
And left,
and
went
left,
back to Metal Gear.
just like Ed Boon.
But that's what's going on with Kojima. Like, if it does come out as true, like, no one officially said anything yet. But if it does come out true, if you think about it, it's a good
It's
thing.
good.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's sort of an end of an era. In
No, but I know.
Konami,
But my
I guess,
friends were like so diehard of MG. I was like, oh my god, Kojima's leaving Konami. Like, oh my god, it doesn't really matter if you think about it.
Yeah, and like MGS5
It's
is
good
good
to-
to go.
it's-
Like,
yeah.
we got a release date and
At this
everything.
point, I think Metal Gear
We're
should be like
set.
at the polishing stages already.
It's pretty much
Yeah.
set. Yep.
And then, if ever they have to finish their their job or their commitment to Metal Gear Solid 5, probably all the way till the end of the year is enough for them to like do everything. It's coming out on September 1, and the remainder of the
Supposedly.
year will be enough for them to like, I don't know, I guess DLC or patches or whatever. And then if Kojima has to leave, then there you go. It's up to Konami na. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Then Konami will kill Metal Gear with the sequel.
we don't. Well, yeah, maybe.
It's gonna
We'll
happen.
give it to the
It's
Lords
probably
of
gonna
Shadows
happen.
guys.
Actually, I wanted the Metal Gear to continue with Platinum
Platinum Games.
games.
Oh yes, Rising.
Because
too,
that's a
but
good
then
starting
we might,
point.
True.
we
Right?
might not see that game too.
Oh damn! But it's a good start, you know. I mean, they
Did we ever
they
confirm that?
skipped the
No,
timeline.
that little teaser, what, 2?
The number
That's
two,
just that
yeah.
just shows that Metal Gear Rising is 2 years old.
I think the
Yeah, it's just
anniversary.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Damn.
I would have been on that like in a heartbeat if I heard that, but you know, it
So
was just
sad.
them being, oh shit, people would assume it's a sequel. No, it's not.
It's like that King of Fighters pachinko video.
Yeah, yep. The King
Ah,
of
yeah.
Fighters Pachinko, gosh.
So, oh well, moving on. Yeah, Final Fantasy Type O came out this week.
Yes.
Did anybody buy it?
With
What's
Sil-
that again?
Did anybody buy it?
Blur.
No, I'm the only one with the PS4. I'm sorry, I didn't buy that, but
Arlie
already bought it. He's complaining about motion. He's
Yeah,
complaining
motion
about motion blur apparently.
No, have you seen the motion blur when you rotate the camera? It's
Is it?
horrible.
Is it that bad?
Is there a way to turn it off or?
There's,
No, there's
whenever they
not.
put
I
motion
don't
blur
think
on a console, you're screwed. That's what happens.
Wow.
And it's
Easy
like
Master Race.
Yep.
and because it's a PSP game, the camera control is on the D-pad, so it's a digital
Oh,
input. When you use the right stick, it's super fast when it rotates,
You can't change that?
and it's kind of bad. I think it stops when you lock on an enemy,
Okay.
and then you move around. But when you're actually just free roaming, it looks really bad.
Well, Final Fantasy Type O came out, and
Yeah, but that's not the reason why people.
yeah,
bought
that's
it,
the reason why I'm mentioning it in this episode because a huge amount of people bought Type O, and not because of the game. Like Miggy was saying, it's not. No, we're not saying it's a bad game, but it's not the reason why people were buying it because the game
Yeah, it's
came
not
with a demo of Final Fantasy 15.
Episode
How do you say
Duske?
that?
That how you
Duske?
say
Duske?
This guy.
France, omelette du fromage.
And essentially, that demo gives you an open world or like an open world scenario to test out the combat and to see the the beautiful graphics.
You see the cleavage.
Summons.
Near the end, right? You see. And why it's really interesting is because apparently there's so many people buying the demo to the point that you can actually get it also on eBay for like $30.
Oh, so it's not official Square Enix.
No, I
selling the
mean it's
demo.
it's either that
also selling
or
the code.
if you really just want the demo, go to eBay. There's an option now, like you can do that. I mean, like okay, I don't know how that works, but it's just funny though that and when they're selling the demo that way, and then when people actually bought Type O, people are going, oh, I bought it for the demo, but oh wow, Type O is actually a pretty good game. Like then they didn't even bother to think like, oh, this is.
Like you get a full Final Fantasy game with
Yeah,
this
I thought I was
4-hour
getting
demo.
like, and then people were bitching about Metal Gear Solid, Ground Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
Because essentially, you get that's already a $60 game.
You paid
but,
for you paid for a big
for
demo
a big demo.
in Ground Zeroes.
Final Fantasy,
Man, these games with O's in their name, Ground Zero, Type Zero.
Zeros.
Is that the new trend? If there's a zero in the game, they have to charge for it.
well, probably. Wow, that's a good. Well, we'll see if it's another one with a third game with that kind of trend. We'll see. But I saw the demo though. It's pretty.
pretty.
I'm not that excited. I'm not excited about the
pretty.
combat. I'll tell you that right now. Like I'll judge it based on what I'm seeing on the demo. It's very, actiony, very RPG actiony, and I don't see the point of having other characters with him at all.
Yeah, you don't even use them, I think, for the most
But
part.
it's road trip. It's road trip, Final Fantasy style.
I like how also how the demo starts with them all in one tent.
Like, you don't even
Oh.
get to drive the
You
car
don't
in the
even get to drive
demo.
the car.
It's like, no, you can't give you that yet. You have to wait for the game.
Oh, really? I thought that's one
There's
of
no
the
car.
main things that they're gonna.
It's like
Ah,
cutscenes
okay.
along. Then you're cruising USA. Like, look at that thing that we're driving by. Okay.
It's not that open world then. Did they confirm they're gonna have airships in that game?
Oh, it's Final Fantasy. There has to be an
No,
airship.
13 didn't have an airship.
No. Either that or it's like post-apocalyptic. Because
Airships.
remember, this game used to be part of the 13
Used to be.
universe.
Right. So there'll be airships.
Oh, they're
If
still
it was
going
part
to
of
go on that.
Type 0 is also a Final Fantasy 13 game.
I'm telling you, man, if
Don't
Final Fantasy
forget.
13 didn't have a chocobo, it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game.
There were Final Fantasy games with no chocobos.
No, I'm saying it
Final Fantasy, there's always one thing. Final Fantasy is always it's crystals and
and
airships,
chocobos.
and a guy named Sid.
No, they've skipped games with
Or
crystals.
Sid? I thought there's always a Sid.
Most of the games have Sid. I don't think all
God,
of
they're
them
not
do.
consistent too. Damn it.
The Sid now is a girl with the big boobs.
That's true. She's a chick now.
Yeah, she's a chick. It's very weird.
Sydney is her name with the
Yeah,
C.
they're being clever with Sid.
That's clever.
all the plot on her chest.
They're being clever. But yeah,
It's a
Typo seems to be a really real cool game, but the demo. That's
We'll probably not see 15 for another 2
probably.
years.
But at least
Oh,
it
please.
feels like it's actually happening now.
Yeah, it feels more real than
You
like
actually
Silent
played it.
Hills.
And then like Silent Hills, where it's just a demo. Moving on, let's go to the main meat of what happened this week, which is funny.
Big one.
Is it really a
yeah.
big one? Not really a big one. Nintendo going mobile.
I think it's a big one. I think it's a huge one.
It's a big one because their stocks went way up,
It did
Oh,
go way up.
really?
Yeah.
as expected.
Just because they announced, hey, we're doing mobile.
No, like the big wigs at Nintendo have apparently been yelling at who's the head of the Nintendo thing?
Iwata, right?
Iwata. They've been yelling at him like, make for mobile. And
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean,
what does
Nintendo
Nintendo
has-
do? I don't know.
We need something that prints more money.
Mobile is big. Just do that thing, whatever the
Well,
fuck
what
you
was
do.
the big reason
Yeah.
why they didn't want to do mobile?
Is it
well,
the Prince
I don't
money?
think,
Because
I
they're
don't think
Nintendo.
yeah, I don't think they ever stated as to why they didn't want to go mobile, but my thinking, okay, is that like if you're moving away from a state where pretty much, if you think about it, every Nintendo game is a premium game. You have to pay for the game and you have to pay for a console in order
Yeah,
to
for
play
the
it.
console to play the game.
So there is a premium to pay to experience the Marios,
That
More or
is
less.
very true. That is
right?
very true.
Now you're moving now to a mobile platform where you're expected to go with a free to play with microtransaction model, right? So suddenly you're going like, so how does that affect your brand value really? Because like a Mario game that's designed for the phone is absolutely not going to have that premium feel to it, like let's say a Mario on the Wii U. And will that affect things?
No.
That's
To be fair, it could have a premium feel, but like the realistic outlook is like it's not gonna.
No,
have
I
that.
mean its brand will not get affected by majority of the people that will be playing this because the one who will be affected is those who actually know the brand, like pretty much I guess us or a couple of generations down or a couple of generations up. But the kids, they won't
They
be able to
probably still
distinguish
know
that.
who
They don't
Mario
even know
is.
Mario. I think the reason why this is such a good thing, and they should have done it a long time ago. I don't know why I don't know why it took them this long to actually finally cave in, but I think it's about time they introduce their brand to a new generation of kids, and kick out Minecraft, kick out Five Nights at Freddy out of their tablets, and start playing what we used to play as kids, like Mario, Zelda.
What Wii U?
Don't
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Nice.
sorry.
Nice.
Maybe that was why they
Maybe
named it that.
just to for these kinds of discussions.
That's our new title.
But
for
you know
the
what I mean.
podcast.
You know what I mean,
Actually,
right? Like it's
Yeah.
everybody plays. All the kids play tablet. All the kids play mobile, and the premium service. It won't really matter to kids. So this is their great way of capturing the young generation. 3DS maybe mid, like maybe teens and like I guess like 9-year-olds, but not as much as like mobile. Not as much as at all.
Well, I think there's still a danger here because you can have there's two scenarios I can think of here. Like, let's say you have a new Kirby game on the iOS with microtransactions, right? Or a free Mario game, right? You have someone who buys it who doesn't know about Mario at all. I'll say Kirby because Mario. I think everyone knows who Mario is at this point. But not everyone knows Kirby. So let's say a new Kirby game.
Kirby is.
Yeah, and it's released, and someone discovers Kirby through this game, right? And they love it. They absolutely love it. And then a few months later, Nintendo announces, "Hey, we have a brand new Kirby game for the Wii U, and it's going to cost you $60." And they go out and they'll buy it, right? Because they love Kirby from the phone. But then equally at the same time, you'll have people who they'll download the free Kirby game and they'll not pay a cent for it.
Yep.
And then
They'll just have that.
They'll just have that. So in a way, it's cannibalizing that audience. In that sense, it's hard to say what.
No, well,
happen,
that depends on how they're going to execute it. Then, if that's the worry.
No, absolutely.
Because like in Square, like for example, how Square Enix, whatever, Squeenix, let's go Squeenix. How Square Enix did it, we don't have free-to-play Final Fantasy games or Infinite Runners. They're literally just throwing Final Fantasy Tactics, for example, on a $50 stack. I'm not assuming, but that's one way of protecting like that kind of like premium service or that kind of to protect the brand, or I guess the quality of a specific brand.
But I'm actually assuming this because of what I've seen Nintendo doing as far as free to play stuff. If you own a 3DS, there was a game that was released called the submarine war game. I forgot what it's called.
Steel Diver.
Steel Divers, right? And that was free to play.
It's free to play.
And
they actually also just released the new Pokemon Shuffle game. It's basically Bejeweled but Pokemon.
Right.
Which is also free to play on 3DS.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, from those games, I'm thinking like, oh, here's Nintendo experimenting with this business model. Seeing how it works and stuff. So that's why my assumption is if and when they go mobile, that's likely going to be the model they use. Also because of the amount of pressure they've been getting from the bigwigs, and I don't think you make this sort of a U-turn on this without reason, because you think 2-3 years ago they were saying, well, we'll never make games on smartphones, right? And now here you are. But for me, basically this plus the fact that they also announced a new console is them sort of admitting, yeah, we fucked up with the Wii U.
Super hard.
That's sort of what I got out of it. And that they sort of realized, look, there's no one coming to save the Wii U. So we have to do this.
Amiibos are coming.
The Amiibos are starting to save the Wii U, but not quite there yet.
Zelda is coming.
Oh god. We might not. We haven't heard from those games yet.
We just might have like a.
No, but I mean, here's the thing. They also, this was such a huge decision that they had to also announce that, hey, we have a new console on the way too.
No, what does that entail though? New console, but in what for games to surpass Wii U or
is it confirmed like a game console or just new hardware?
It's new hardware. It's different from hardware and console. That's the thing.
They said it was a dedicated gaming device.
So it's just the same one as.
It's a console. We don't know if it's a handheld or if it's a home console
or if it's both.
Maybe it's a phone.
But if you look the announcement, Iwata basically said, "We're telling you this now because we don't want to give you the impression that we're leaving the console."
Yeah. That's so nice of him.
The Japanese way,
It's like, oh, don't worry, man. We didn't forget about you.
Yeah, exactly. But again, like for me, that it sort of feels like, all right, guys, look, we screwed up with the Wii U, and we have to do this now because we fucked up, and like that. That's just how I feel about it.
My worry is like the Japanese don't really like understand free to play, and like the few games that have come out don't really work all that well. So hopefully Nintendo really does a lot of research into this so that they don't mess up. Because like mobile games are big, sure, but like there are so many out there, and like a lot of them, even though they're good, most of them don't take off. But like most of the big ones just got lucky.
No, it's all about
Right.
that first batch of free to plays. If look, we're talking about free to plays, huh? First batch of free to plays that come out, because it's gonna be big, because their fan base will jump on it like in a heartbeat. They'll just jump on it, like people who want to play a Mario.
But that's
Oh, yeah.
probably not who they're.
No, I know that they're marketing, but they're gonna be
to.
jumping on it. That's what I'm saying. They have to make it right, because that's their only time that. Because if they fuck that up and then they lose that player base, it's gonna be like them against everybody else who's also trying to fight, attention. Because no one would want to bother anymore with the free to play up, because Nintendo can't really do it. And
Well, at the same time, also, like, are you diluting your brand? Like, are you diluting the Mario
no, that's the thing.
experience
That's
by
if they
having-
go free to play. I think the best way for them to actually deal with this is they have to completely separate the different kinds of experiences. Like you won't get a traditional 2D platformer Mario
Mario
for free.
experience. Yeah,
You won't get that. But
Right.
you will probably get retro Mario for like $10 if you really want to.
On touchscreen.
Why not?
controls.
Like Final Fantasy, they tried Final Fantasy 4 or 5 or whatever.
4,
Yeah,
5,
like
6,
it's
I think are
on
all
mobile.
available.
And
And they're all terrible, but it didn't really ruin their brand, because you're getting it for like a $15 price or a $20 price.
Yes, they charge the
It's like a
premium
premium,
for
yeah.
it still.
yeah, like for mobile, that's way too much.
Like they can just send out like, I don't know, Princess Toad, Princess Peach's other half, or who's that? Bronze? Who's that? Daisy? Yeah, she can be the Infinite
Brown
Runner game
Peach.
girl or whatever. I don't give a fuck. They can use any other brands, but they don't have to use Princess Peach. They don't have to use Toad. The people that are already known.
Yeah.
They have to divide it accordingly if they're gonna do this whole mobile thing. Enough for them to have enough material and content for 3DS, for the Wii U.
You know who's perfect for mobile games?
Luigi.
Toad.
Pikachu.
Toad.
No, but Toad.
Because
Why
like
Toad?
it isn't a specific character. Because there's
Oh, yeah, I
a
think
lot
he's
of
like
them.
Goro.
So you can just make anything.
Oh yeah.
You can make him do anything you want.
That's true.
Or Yoshi. Actually, Yoshi's a good.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Everybody
Okay,
hates
I hate
Yoshi.
that I hate that dinosaur.
That's why you can put
That's
it
true.
in the mobile.
Like Yoshi Kill Simulator.
I really do hope you're right though, because like ideally the ideal scenario for this is like people are exposed to Nintendo through the phone, and then they love it, and they go out and buy
Yeah.
the hardware, and then they get the full on experience there. But again, like the other scenario is like you have you just get on your phone and that's it, and then
Yeah.
you're happy with that.
Are there
So-
like whales in Japan? Like
I'm
the-
sure there
What?
are. I'm sure there
What
are
about
whales.
whales?
Well, no, whale.
Oh, no.
Whale is a term for people who in free to play. A whale is a
Oh.
term for a person who spends a significant amount of money on the
Not
game.
real whales, because whales they're being eaten.
Oh,
I'm
there's-
sorry. I'm sorry.
I think there are people are addressing that.
Okay. I, th-
Whales are being saved.
I think the eco people are on that one. I think, yeah. No, I did not understand. I wasn't too familiar with that whale term. But yes, there are those people, and those people are the reason why Candy Crush, are on you.
Survives. Why Farmville
Mhm, mhm.
survives, and it's funny because if you read a lot of like old pioneers of this sort of business model, Zynga guys,
Yeah, people who
and,
buy skins since years ago,
they
like me.
You haven't spent nearly enough yet, man.
you're not a whale for sure.
You're
Like
safe.
you spend
Whales
hundreds
spend-
of
I'm the
like
new
thousands
kid in
of
the
dollars.
room, and people are looking weird at me. That's what I feel like.
There are people. in
No,
your room.
God, damn. Moving on.
Pete.
What were you saying, Will?
No. But like a whale is like significant. They rely like the old strategy of free to play was they would rely pretty much entirely on whales, on they would have a massive
business.
to sustain the business because they would have like a billion, like how many players, right? And then if only 1% of that people, that
Shell like
of
thousands of
that
dollars
population,
each.
yeah, that's enough to keep the thing going, right? So that's,
No,
that's
it all depends on what their
idea.
driving force would be on their mobile. Is it going to be a money generator or is it going to be a pull to other devices? That's their thing because
Yes, I think
because it can go both ways. Either it can be a money generator, which is technically an okay thing, but of course there's a possibility of brand damaging whatever, or you can actually, like what I was saying, you can get the young generation to like, I like Link, I'll play Link, whatever.
And then if you have the Link amiibo and put it on your tablet, you'll get more
Something
stuff.
like
and
that.
Then, like, what else can this
Yeah.
work for?
Yeah. I
That's
think
the dream.
there's a very good possibility of like a whole ecosystem of Nintendo stuff with amiibos and the console and phone. That'll be fantastic.
No,
if
because
they
like
can pull that off.
they have one of the strongest, I think, hardcore fan base. Because if we go back, for example, to Amiibo, they're literally late for the party. They're not the first ones. We had like, excuse me, we had like Skylanders in it. We had Disney on it, and the reaction when the Amiibos came out, or how much people were buying Amiibos, were nothing close
Yes.
to these Skylanders because people know what they're getting. They're getting Nintendo characters. They're getting Mario. They're getting Zelda. I don't know what the fuck the name of the Skylander people there or whatever. Like it's a new brand. Is what my point is. Disney is bigger,
not
I
even
think, but
Not even I think not even Disney got as popular as Amiibos did. Like people are hunting for Amiibos, like
Miggy, yeah.
like Miggy, like he, but I don't hear people like, oh, like we're out of Hawkeyes or like we're out of Elsa's. Well, maybe they're out of Elsa's because Elsa's pretty
That's
popular,
pretty
but
big,
like,
yeah.
but I can think of two very good like IPs that would work for mobile. And I hope Nintendo does do something like Animal Crossing. I think is a very good IP
Yeah,
for
that's not a
mobile.
good one. Yeah.
And the big one, I think the huge one will be if they could get Pokemon.
No, wait,
on
no.
mobile.
But my point is
that-
though with Amiibos, like even though they're late for the party, their hardcore fans jumped in and then it worked for them. Same with here, like they're late for the whole mobile party, but the fans will jump in, and it really they have that one chance to really utilize that when in the same way they did Amiibos, and hopefully they have the plan all laid out to not really bring down 3DS, not to bring down Wii U, but to like use it as a leg up or some sort of support, I guess.
Mm.
And like you were saying, yeah, Animal Crossing is a good title, I guess, or franchise. Even Pokemon will print money.
Oh, Pokemon will kill
Pokemon will
everything, man.
No, but there's a game that's beating out Pokemon in Japan.
It's
Yokai Watch.
Yokai Watch, right? Yeah, I know.
What the hell is that?
That's level. That's level
Level up.
5. That's level 5.
Yeah, level
though,
5, level 5, you're right.
Which is under Nintendo, isn't it?
No, level 5 has made
guys
games
from
for
Layton
Sony.
games?
Oh, okay. I know them from the Layton games. Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
guys who make Layton.
They made
Inazuna.
what was that? Miyazaki game?
Oh, that's right. The something of the
Fucking
White
Ni no
Witch.
Kuni.
Ni no
I
Kuni, yeah.
They
I
made
really
Ni no
want a
Kuni.
remaster of that, just so I can play it in the PS4.
We didn't mention this kanina, but there was another game that's getting a remaster.
No,
yeah,
we're
that's
not gonna mention it.
my
God of
God.
War 3 doesn't really matter.
'Cause
God
it
of War 3
sucks,
doesn't really
'cause
matter.
nobody
Yeah.
wants.
God of War
wants
3 doesn't really matter. Anyway, moving back to Nintendo. Sorry.
But I think right now there's just too little information out there to say how this is going to go one way or another. Like, but I think I agree with your points. Like, Nintendo has to be very careful with how they treat.
They have to
their
divide
IPs.
it. They have to divide it from brand and also to gameplay. They can't release a platformer and then release a platformer that will cost $60. They have to separate it some way. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's-
can't let this turn into Sonic.
yeah. Oh,
No, but that's why I think they need to keep the premium. What they have now on Wii U, keep that on
Yep.
console. And whatever they release on mobile needs to be, basically a how do you call that term? An entry level drug, I suppose, into the console area where they want it to be. A
Link the two
gateway drug.
worlds.
That's it.
yeah. Because I think it's the best way. So.
And then you can even have like cross-platform stuff. Like, oh, if you have a Zelda on mobile and then you play it on the Wii U's,
Yeah,
like,
you get like
some
rewards and shit.
you get some special shit.
You got a
yeah,
Santa hat for
things like
Zelda.
that.
I'd be
I
down
won't
for
be
that.
down for that. Fuck that shit. But yeah, people would love that.
Bikini costume for Link.
Why can't Link be a female?
He was almost one in the Hyrule Warriors game.
Yeah, why can't? Anyway. But I don't know. It's late, but with Amiibo, with what happened to Amiibo, I think it's not gonna be that bad. And I just hope that they, like what I said, I hope they just divide it. And I never realized that it's actually really a premium, because I don't think Nintendo has ever made a game for another hardware that they didn't make.
No, never. Well, they did license. Remember, they did license it out to Philips on top one time.
Oh, at the CDI games.
The CDI Zelda and Mario games, and that was a disaster.
Give it back to us.
And I think
we'll
that
fix it.
I think that completely turned them off from that for a while. But again, like, I want to ask the question: why do you think it's only now that?
Oh, thank you, because I think I have an answer for that one. I think they want to establish 3DS first.
Oh, because the new one just came out.
I think they want to really mature and really create a fan base for the 3DS and make a good list or a good roster of games for the 3DS. Because if they go mobile, people will say, "What
handheld?"
That would be die." But you will have those customers like, "Why would I buy a 3DS? There's Mario naman or Zelda on my mobile. Like, why would I buy my child a 3DS for Mario games
when I can get it on the phone, right?
This free game on the phone."
I think they want, for me, I'm not too sure if they got to that point or they finally got fed up or they feel that they got to that point. But I think that's a good way of, because 3DS is a good sell. They were doing well. 3DS is the reason why it's helping the Wii U through all this bullshit that they.
The 3DS is keeping the Wii U alive.
Yeah, from what I know. But I think that's why they want to be so super secure. Like, they want to secure that brand and then okay, let's go mobile. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, remember they licensed out the Mario stuff before, but like then they started coming out with new action figures, and I think they also like trademarked Mario, like Nintendo stuff, for phones, which would probably be AR whatever's, which I think hasn't actually pushed through. But like this has been going on for a long time, and I think they just finally got the big push that they need, or maybe some bigwig forced them to do that. Like, I was expecting.
Or someone sent an email by mistake. No, it's not.
Yeah, like Ed Boon was there. Like, what is this button?
Just announces it. Like, who announced it? Boon? Why the fuck was he here? Oh, he was just he was excited. He wasn't able to. He's used to like announcing something twice a week, but he only got one on NetherRealm, so he went to Nintendo and announced, Nintendo going mobile and everything. What do you guys think? What do you think is the reason why they finally now they're doing it?
Well, like I said, I think
I think it's because of 3DS.
They just realized, look, there's nothing. The Wii U we screwed up and we really need something to pull it up. And yeah, that's what I think.
What about you, Mickey's?
Me, like I told you, I already.
Sorry. I said both things. No, let's go with Migs first. Sorry, let's go with Migs.
Wait,
yeah.
Explanation.
I knocked them out.
Okay,
yes, I did.
Maybe you go first. I need to collect my thoughts on this one.
No, like I said it now. I was expecting this for a while now, for at least 2 years. And I was just waiting for the moment when they would actually just announce it. Like, we're going mobile. I just hope that the games are actually good when they come out. These mobile games.
They partnered with? Let me get this right.
Dena, I think. That's the name.
Dena, yeah. Capital D, little small E, big N, and big A. Dena. And they're known for making. How do I say this? They've known to actually work with other brands to transition to online games. because they did freemium games for franchises such as Final Fantasy, Star Wars, Transformers. So they're not like a company that doesn't know what they're doing. Nintendo found, I think, a company to pair up with to do this transition or to start development in this new field for them. And I don't know. I hope they really do well. What about you, Migs? What about you? What have you collected anything yet?
Well, I think it's a good thing for them business-wise because they're going to, you know, what you call this?
Earn money.
Get to that kind of
Print
channel.
money.
Yeah, print.
Yeah, like, you know, like all businesses, it really goes down to the money. So it's a good thing for them to go into the mobile market. But like what you guys said, I'm a bit concerned on what the quality of their games will go with. Like what kind of games are they gonna make? Is it going to be, you know, handheld quality type of a mobile game, which is, I know, impossible on the mobile platform. But yeah, they have to balance out the quality of their game and, you know, how they're gonna make money out of that game.
So we're all like glad that Nintendo is doing something like this, but we're all worried about what it might become.
I'm just worried about their way of thinking. Like if
Shin Nintendo, master of microtransactions.
No, but you know, it's
Hopefully,
not. This is not something like you go into half-heartedly. That's what I worry is that you're okay. They've announced that they're jumping into this, so
actually I'm not worried. I'm
You
just
either
like
go-
finally, but they just have to do it, you know, they have to do it in a way where they don't have to damage the other platforms that they have, because that's my whole thing. Eh? Like you're gonna have those people, those parents questioning like, why would I buy this when I can get this? That's the thing that they have to fight once they go mobile. Why would I
Right.
buy? I have $2 for my kid. Why would I have to buy a $30-$40 game for my 3DS or the Wii? That's because it's now on a different platform, completely different platform.
Why would I buy the 2DS when there's the 3DS?
That's
Exactly.
and look, that's a big example on how they're fucking up with that already. Because I literally had a conversation with my brother like, where's the 2DS games? There's no 2DS games. So there's no games in the 2DS? No, it's the 3DS games. But it's called the 2DS.
What's the
I know
Wii
it's
U?
called the 2DS.
Isn't it
It's
the same
what?
as the Wii? Why is the Wii U a thing? Isn't it just the Wii?
Yeah,
Remember that
yeah.
Isn't that-
family you saw?
isn't it the tablet that goes with the Wii?
Isn't it just the tablet?
My nephew uses the hell out of that
Dear
feature where
God.
where you don't have to use the TV.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah,
It's a really good feature because like,
though. I like that.
my sister-in-law is watching
feature
TV
that
and then my
forget
nephew
to
just playing like whatever Mario game or Smash on the tablet and it's fine. Like no one's fighting. Everybody's happy. And it's pretty cool. And
It's a very rare scenario, I guess.
so hopefully they get their, you know, it's a more like a, I guess we can all say it's a more like, it's finally they're doing it.
They got to do it right.
They gotta do it right because they're gonna
That's
as much as they want monies, I think they're gonna damage what's left of their like lineup of platforms. I think, especially the 3DS.
If they're not careful.
especially the 3DS.
If they're not careful, but you know, they have to tread very carefully. But if they do it right, I think they can come out of it all right. But the question is, will they do it right?
Yeah, there's so many ways it could all
I
go
wanted to
wrong.
make more
Yeah,
Wii U
exactly.
games,
It's
but you know,
true.
I guess they want to do that. So.
They probably want to make more Wii U games too, but
Or no one wants to
damn
like
thing.
any third party. There's no third party. There's no Shadow of Mordor in Wii U.
There's no third party. You're
There's no
absolutely
Shadow
right.
of Mordor on Wii U. I have no reason to buy it. No.
It's too
It's too
violent.
violent,
Then you look at
I
Bayonetta
know,
2.
seriously. But that's it.
Well, how is Bayonetta 2 sales
I don't
anyway?
know.
Poor,
Lower-
of course. They didn't market
Lower
that shit
than
at
one,
all.
maybe.
It's like
I
Fair.
don't think lower than 1, but
it's like 100,000.
No, man. I don't think that one
Uh,
that's low.
Probably.
Or are you being generous? I don't know. But
It didn't come out on any other platform, so it's just the Wii U. So those are probably realistic numbers. For sure, under 1 million.
Well, this is episode 75. I think I'll close it with Nintendo going mobile. Good luck with them.
Right.
I'll probably.
Best of luck to Nintendo. Yeah, absolutely best. Of
Okay,
luck.
here's a big question. Would you buy? What's your favorite Zelda game in SNES?
Link to the Past.
Link to
Just
the
Would you buy
Past.
it?
Because that's the only one.
No, sorry, not
What's
an
your
SNES. Sorry,
favorite
the
2D
old school games. Okay, let's make it more.
What's your favorite 2D
Oh,
Zelda
there.
game?
That's a bigger one. Link to the Past.
2D
Mine's
Zelda
the mid-
game?
Like
Link
the
to
top
the
down.
Yeah, probably
We're
Link to
still
the
going
Past.
into the past. The same. Okay,
I have to
What?
go with Minish Cap since that's the only thing I.
Ooh, but
play.
that was made by Capcom.
Oh really? Then
Oh,
screw
fuck
that. Fuck you, Nintendo.
no, my point is, would you buy like your I guess nostalgic Nintendo game for like $15 on a tablet?
You could probably play Link to the
No,
Past.
no, I'm
on a
saying, but would you buy it though? Because like I've played, for example, Final Fantasy Tactics for like maybe 10 times or at least something. I bought it in the PSP and all that, but when I saw a $15 on a tablet on a new control scheme, I'm like,
But that's the War of the Lions.
I have it in the
version,
PSP.
and it fixes all the
no, I
lag on
have
the PSP.
War of the Lions on my PSP. I got that.
No, but if you didn't, diba?
If I
Then
didn't,
Honestly,
nah, I wouldn't either.
if I'm going to play like a Nintendo,
Like a retro classic, because like I'm
game,
positive that they
whatever.
could hit that, you know.
Yeah, I usually have to just download an emulator in Play Store and just grab a ROM.
But that's like
Okay.
on Android. But if like imagine an official one, like remember Capcom remade Mega Man X1 on mobile, like new
Oh, I didn't
sprites
know
and
that.
everything, and it controlled like garbage because it's
Well,
a
that's
side
it.
scroller.
There you go.
So I guess that's a no.
No, it probably depends on the game because imagine like syempre Mario where it's a platformer that's super
Yeah.
precise, diba? That's
Mhm.
probably impossible to play on mobile. But if it was like a reflex game like Punch Out, maybe.
True.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
True.
that
True.
would be good. A punch-out game. I just
they
want
could-
my Tamayoshi game. And the
Tamagotchi.
Android. But-
Tama
but-
what now?
Yoshi?
Fuck Yoshi, man! I hate that dinosaur.
Yoshi's Island for $15 on Apple Store.
Oh, that's
No
a
way, I'm not gonna buy
platformer.
that one.
Look at that.
$15 for that? I'd rather buy a skin.
But that's what.
You'd rather buy a skin? Okay, I'm gonna close it right now because I want to buy more keys. I'm gonna buy more keys for my CS:GO.
No, Punch Out. Like you buy 5 boxers per like $2 per set. Like each cup.
Oh,
Diba?
damn it.
You can structure it like that.
I guess that would work.
Oh, well. Good luck on Nintendo on the mobile thing, and let's see how it goes.
You get Mike Tyson back.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, best of luck. If they have to price it right too, honestly, like
They won't.
so.
They're good. I'm saying 15. They'll go 20. Watch.
They're gonna do it way better than Square Enix, that's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want
hope so.
I want the Mario Touch games on the
Oh,
Android.
Touch
What
Mario.
touch Mario?
What's
I want
that
Mario
game?
Spark.
The WarioWare. The
Oh, yeah,
WarioWare
that's
games. That would
perfect.
be a good
WarioWare.
game. for
That is
Android. These
I'd
are-
buy that. That's true.
I'd
If
buy
they do it right, that could be a
I'd
party
buy
thing.
that for
Yeah,
$1.
because that was
Mario Party on mobile.
or Mario Party.
with
Oh,
amiibo
that'd be good.
support.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, I just
You
saved
just did.
Nintendo.
I think you just did. He just ran away from his room. I think.
Bye guys.
Imagine that.
That's it.
Imagine that. Oh, that's a good idea.
Very
That's
good.
That's
free.
free. That's free for you, Reggie.
I saved you, Nintendo. I'm tweeting this right now. I just saved Nintendo. Please,
Reggie is free. Listen to us.
Reggie, drop that pizza.
Okay, I'm done.
Shit.
We're done. Episode 75. We're done. Thanks for listening
Bye
in.
guys.
If you guys want to check out our previous episodes or episodes way back, I don't know, last year, you can check it out on our website, www.toomuchgaming.com. Our archives all the way there. Please like us on Facebook, because we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Too Much Gaming. We have a ton of videos, thanks to Miggy, on our YouTube channel, TMG blog. Lots of Let's Plays, lots of vids. So you guys go check it out. I'll probably I didn't mention this. I'm probably we'll try to record Bloodborne when it comes out this week, or during when this episode's out. So hopefully I'll get around to doing that. Migs, looks like you're becoming more of a regular now. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not
I
expect
know.
you to be here.
I did not either. I just messaged, hey, podcast, you game? Ah, yeah.
I was actually playing when you asked me that.
Yeah, because I totally forgot to mention. I
Yeah,
totally forgot
I-
to let you know, like, hey, we're gonna do this. Like, oh, okay.
But yeah, anyway, yeah. Thanks for
Yep,
having me here,
thanks for
guys,
having you.
again.
Every time.
Migs from Noobs
We're
and
not-
Cubes,
For this.
and you're still doing your whole CS:GO series, right?
Yeah, definitely. We just got one episode out, which is today.
You have one
the
every Sunday, from
So,
what I know.
every Sunday. We also do some other games. Like
I think you saw like
think
a
we
Don't
did
Starve.
something- Let's Don't
it's
Starve
doing
together
Don't Starve.
with my friend Emo, but it's gonna end
Because you
soon,
died.
so we need
Oh,
to
did you starve?
we need to record more games. But yeah,
I'll give you an
we'll see.
idea. City Skylines,
Yes.
Metro Manila.
I
Yeah,
don't
just
know.
make it as fucked up
Just
as
work
you
on
want.
EDSA.
I'll-
Just,
I like it.
just work on EDSA or something. I don't know.
Just one
You
big
know
dumb road called EDSA.
That's it.
Oh god! All right,
Or something.
I'll try to do my best with that one. Let's
Well,
see.
there, yeah. We have an episode every Tuesday. Please check us out. We're up there on iTunes. We're up there on Podomatic. Do subscribe so you can get all our new episodes every Tuesday. Automatically uploaded on your whatever device and on your mobile device, on your PCs. We also have a YouTube version, a video version of the podcast. Thanks to Miggy again.
It's technically a
Yeah,
YouTuber.
we have what? Do you have a specific time? Pretty much days after the release of the audio podcast.
Friday or Saturday. Usually Friday.
So you can check the video version out on TMG blog. It's not our faces. We should do that one time.
Not
Not
anymore.
We'll figure that out though. But yeah, we have a different version, a video version. You can just check that out. And yeah, thanks for listening in, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.